Diamonds on. I like diamonds. I like diamonds. Hey yo, raise 'em up. Hey, raise 'em up. Raise 'em up. Hey, hey yo, raise 'em up. Hey, raise 'em up. Raise 'em up. Hey, give me that. Give me that. Give me gold chains. Give me that. Give me that. Give me money. Money. Give me that. Give me that. Give me gold chains. Give me that. Give me that. Give me money.
built it, and then we break it down. We built it, and then we break it down.
Hey, Click, run it up.
Step it up, step it up. Step it up, step it up.
We built it, and then we break it down. We built it, and then we break it down.
Step it up, step it up. Step it up, step it up.
We built it, and then we break it down. We built it, and then we break it down.
Step it up, step it up. Step it up, step it up.
I'm coming through for the band, man. I'm coming through like a Sandman. You know that I'm coming through for the band, man. I'm coming through like a Sandman. You know I'm just coming through, just come through. Just come through. keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, keeps you moving, keeps you vibing.
Dangerous, no, I don't back down. Don't back down, don't back down. Leave your heart laying on the ground, on the ground, on the ground.
Keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, keeps you moving, keeps you vibing.
Dangerous, no, I don't back down. Don't back down, don't back down. Tell me who the killer now, killer now, killer now. Left me dry in the deep end. Spill my guts on my feelings. Left me dry in the deep end. Thought this would last forever.
Keeps you moving, keeps you vibing, 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 keeps you moving, keeps you vibing.
Yo, oh my God. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Let me get this out of the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Sunday morning or afternoon, if you want to look at it like that, because it's 12:15. So that'll be our afternoon. Jesus Christ, why does it feel like this so low? There we go. Our afternoon stream. Well, TPO Sundays, TPO and Court Sundays. Thank for the four that is on Rumble. Let me get to that. Let me get to that. We do have stuff in the background. I think today we're gonna focus on bad parenting. Well, not bad parenting. Let's say women and paying child support. To see the stark differences between them both, man and female, woman and man. Let's see. Sorry, I'm working in the background. I might stop and get up for a second. Here in a second. Let me close that out. Yeah. So today is our court Sunday. We have some good ones, and I don't even know what the fuck they are. I personally haven't watched any of them, so I can't tell you. So, like always, I at least run down about five or six. I got one, two, three, four, five. I got five. I just counted one, two, three, four, five, six. We got six cases today. And then we're gonna get up out of here and then come back later on for probably some balloon pop and then right into a movie because we gotta fill our Sundays with bullshit before we get into our nigger to Monday. Oh man. So without further ado, Jesus, I've been up for a minute and it still act like I'm about dying to sleep right now. Without further ado, let's get into our first. Which you know what? That's what I don't know. I don't know which one to go first. Uh, these are pretty short. Well, let's go with this one. I haven't seen this one. We're gonna go to the white lady acting bad. We're gonna acting bad. We got some white people acting bad today. We ain't gonna. All right, here we go. We got Joyce. I think her name is Joyce. I don't fucking know. Anyway, she looks like a Joyce to me. We're gonna call her Joyce.
Somebody's life, and this is what I was charged with. I have been through hell, and we are just trying to make up for lost time, and not to mention that she's my best friend, and I know.
First off, let me give a shout out to people in court who put scrounges together and do what they do to make sure it gets out to all of us. I do review a lot of her content that she snacks from everyone because she does. I guess she has the time to do it. Me, I don't have the time. I'm working, so that's why I do Sundays where I review these court cases. It's not just people in court. We got who else we got over here. We got Court Archives. They do good work. Old Squishy Gardner, Court Watch, and then yeah, there's a couple more that I use, but it just depends on the day which ones I grab from. I just want to give a shout out to those content creators that do the hard work for me to review. You know what I mean? So without further ado, let's get back into the show.
She deeply depends on me, and if I'm not there for her again, I don't know if we can reconcile a relationship because we both been through hell, and it's been so hard on both of us.
And this matter comes before the court today on an allegation that Ms. Fitzgerald violated the court's order of probation. Thus, Ms. Donnelly, why don't you lead us off?
Angela Donnelly with Kent County Probation. The matter before the court is Kelly Fitzgerald. Kelly Fitzgerald was sentenced to probation for 3 years on November 30th, 2022 for operating intoxicated, impaired, controlled substance third. Today, she appears in violations of term 2.8 and violation term 1, Your Honor.
Ms. Fitzgerald, you're aware that the maximum penalty I could impose on the charge that underlies your probation, which is OWI third, would be 5 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections.
Oh shit!
That's not my guidelines. That's just the maximum for the charge.
That is correct.
Oh, wait a minute. You can tell she knows the court system. Let me get back to the where we're at. Let me bring myself up a little further. I gotta find this guy. Hold on. All right, there it is. All right, Chicapoo, whatever you want to call this lady right here. What was her maximum? Let's see. Her third. She's on probation for her third operating while intoxicated charge. There are multiple DUI type charges. That's fucked up. Why don't she get a straight DUI or driving up? Well, you know what? This is Michigan, and she's been in and out of jail because she's like this. Okay, now
that is correct.
I'm aware.
And Ms. Joyce, do you have an understanding as to what Ms. Fitzgerald intends to do at this time?
Your Honor, it is my understanding that she'll be entering a guilty plea today.
Okay, is that correct, Ms. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Derek.
Yes, Your Honor, but could I say something quickly?
Well, you'll have an opportunity before I impose sentence. Let's get through the plea portion. The specifics of the violation today are the violation of term 3 that you report to the probation officer monthly or as often as the probation officer may require, in person, virtually, or in writing, as required by the probation officer, in that you were instructed to report on.
I don't know what it is about Michigan, but they have the worst mic system ever. Yeah, that shit is insane. All that popping and shit going on. Get your shit together, Michigan. Get your shit together. And what up, Ron? What's that? Yeah, I hit the I hit the wrong button. I hit total wrong button. My bad. But let's get back into it.
On February 6th of 2023, but you didn't report as instructed on that date. Is that correct?
No, it's August. It was in August of 2023.
Okay.
It was due to a discrepancy with Arbor Circle.
Okay, that was the failure to attend the
Which I did.
right, or complete the substance abuse evaluation, maybe?
Which I did.
You completed it?
Well, I went there and I spent an hour with the therapist there, and I was very upset with what I was telling her. Just
so, in other words, bitch, you didn't complete it. You dumb. Oh my god, boy, she's trying to make it. You know what?
Due to the nature of the trauma that I've been through, and I told her that after.
Oh, tears coming. Here come the tears. Boy, these white women can cry at the drop of a motherfucking dime, boy. Ooh, wee. Here it come. I just didn't feel right about it.
For an hour of the appointment, I told her that I couldn't continue with the appointment. It was an hour. I spent an hour there, and I left, and she was going to make me another appointment. Well, I left, and when I went out to the front desk, I asked the lady at the front desk. I said, "Ma'am, can you tell me what my therapist's name was?" And she said, "I don't know who you were with." And I said, "I was with, I think her name is Britt." And she said, "It's name." And I said, "No, her name was Britt, I think." And I was really distraught, crying. I mean, Arbor Circle, I've been going there for decades.
Okay, so she had to use a pronoun. This shit is stupid. This shit is dumb. Oh my god. So I guess the therapist pronoun was it. Yo, you can't make this shit up, boy. Boy, don't let me get a therapist that says her name is her pronouns are it or some stupid shit like that. Oh, ooh wee! I am going in like ham and biscuits, baby.
That's my happy place, and no longer will I ever feel comfortable there, because I was I don't even know how to
delve too fire into it, Ms. Fitzgerald. What's the do you have a date in August for the failure to report?
I think it was 6. It was
Let me
6.
look on here. It was hold on, Your Honor, because this is not my. I know on August 7th you had a court hearing. She failed to appear on August 7th for the court hearing. And let's see.
Well, if she failed to appear for the court date, I think that's what she's acknowledged, and I think that that's sufficient.
That's fine, because I can't. We working off of 2 computer systems, and okay.
Is that correct, Mr. Fitzgerald?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I will accept the guilty plea, finding it voluntary and supported by an accurate factual basis. We can move on to the sentencing phase of the hearing at this time. Guidelines here are 12 to 24 months, at least it looks like on my probation violation report. I did see the recommendation to finish out the full year in jail and then to revoke probation. However, I do have a policy with everyone that's on probation to me, for OWI third, they stay on for 3 years. I will allow it 3 months early, but not in this case. I wouldn't have it ending. It looks like based on the date I have of the plea until November 30th of 2025 would be 3 years of supervision. So looking for other alternatives I might have here, Ms. Joyce.
Your Honor, I do respect the court's position on OWIs and continued treatment. I understand that this court, and I actually value very much that this court puts so much stock in treatment rather than incarceration. And I, as a practicing attorney in front of you and somebody who represents a lot of clients that suffer from substance abuse, that is something that I truly, deeply appreciate from this court. In speaking with Ms. Fitzgerald today, this is a case that has plagued her for a very long time. This is a case where she feels that she was not rightfully convicted. This is a case that she is actively appealing. She is a person who has suffered tremendously. I don't know if the court recalls, but when we were here for a probation violation hearing for Ms.
Man, if you don't shut your pussy ass up with that bullshit, she done had 3 DUI charges. The fuck are you talking? I don't know how these. See, people get lawyers that don't deserve lawyers. She's a repeated fucking offender. She shouldn't be able to get a lawyer. She should have to do this shit on her own because this shit is just, at the end of the day, this shit is stupid and a waste of fucking taxpayers' money, course money, because you know good and goddamn well she ain't paying for that hefty bitch. She should be in jail. I don't know why the fuck she's out. Shouldn't give her no bond, no nothing. She could kill people. It's fucking crazy.
Fitzgerald, she testified about extensive domestic abuse that she's been a victim of.
What the
to the point where
what the fuck does domestic abuse have to do with this bitch driving drunk? Nothing. This shit is crazy.
she is being coerced into not appearing, being held in her home, not being able to, I mean, a million different things in the court. And the court found it credible enough to find her not guilty of several of those allegations based on her testimony there. So she's a person who suffered tremendously while she's been on probation. She went through that period. Her mother died.
Just because the court grants leniency to her bullshit bitch babble doesn't mean that she was not guilty of driving under the influence. I don't care about her missing court. The underlying problem is this bitch is driving under the fucking influence. And I don't understand why it's just getting let go. Boy, you better throw this hoe underneath the jail.
Died, and she's also been struggling to get custody of her child back. So through all that, you know, she has had, I think, some intermittent success with probation, but has struggled overall. And that is not indicative of her character as a person or her desire to become a healthy person or her desire to engage in counseling and be a sober person. It is just merely the circumstance that she has found herself in this period of time in her life. On top of all of that trauma that she's gone through, she's also done a year in jail. And that is not an insignificant amount of time. When your guidelines are 12 to 24, it means that 12 months is sufficient, granted on the low end, for a period of incarceration. And that's what probation's asking for. And that is what we are asking for. Judge, I told Ms. Fitzgerald today of your policy. I said, I cannot guarantee what Judge Rossi will do. She still wanted to admit guilt anyway. She still made that choice. But I told her that I would do everything I could to convince this court that prison is not the answer for her. And I again, with my deep respect for this court and its respect of treatment programs.
Why ain't it? If she want to go to jail, let the hell go to jail so she can get this shit over with. No one wants to be on probation. Bitch, you the only one want. Oh, okay. Look at her. Okay, let her go to jail. Shit, let her go to jail. I don't know why you're trying to keep her from jail. This is bullshit. Put that bitch in jail. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let that hoe go. What we doing here? So it's a lawyer's problem. The lawyer's the problem right now. Her fucking lawyer is the motherfucking problem right now.
I have to ask for the court to revoke her and set her free. I don't think continued supervision is necessary for her in this moment. She knows what she has to do. She knows to go to Arbor Circle. She knows to manage her mental health. She knows to manage her substance abuse. She just has to go do it. And she also has recently gotten custody of her 10-year-old daughter back. That is reason enough for somebody who has been struggling to look and pick out a new way of living. And so I don't think incarceration is helpful here either. Incarceration past this point will merely be punitive and not be anything other than that. And she certainly has been punished. A year in jail is punishment enough for the crime that she's committed, for the harm that she did our society. And I'm just asking the court to consider her differently, perhaps, than it has considered other OWI people with OWI convictions in the past, recognizing the tremendous trauma that she's gone through, and just release her today, allow her to parent her child, continue on in counseling and sobriety, and just give her this chance, because I think this period and this time in her life has been rife with trauma, and she needs to move past it. and continuing incarceration, continuing probation, it's not going to let her do it. And I think she needs to move past it. So we're asking the court to follow the recommendation to revoke her probation and to send her home today. If the court is unwilling to do that, if the court says it's either prison or not, then of course I'm going to advocate for release and continued community supervision, because I don't think she needs to go to prison. And so I respect the court's position, and if that's still the court's position, I think continued community supervision would be appropriate because she might be in a better position now. But ultimately, I think the right answer here is revocation and release, and I'm asking for that. But in the alternative, continued community supervision.
But she hasn't done what she was supposed to do from the get-go. If you say she's struggling out on probation, she knows she can't do it. Let her go to jail. That's where she want to go. She did a year. She ain't done it. Ain't shit. So what? Get her custody back to her motherfucking father or grandmother or whoever it is who had custody while she was in jail for that year. Fuck out of here. These bitches is insane.
With a jail sanction that I think she's already served almost all the possible jail time she could.
Yeah, she does have 300 days of credit is my recollections from the
She has 320 days as of today, Your Honor.
320, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty well the max. Ms. Joyce, what about a program like KPEP in light of the inpatient recommendation from substance abuse? KPEP has, that available and, get you back to the community with a substance abuse treatment. It's, it's not a dedicated inpatient facility. They're doing a lot of other things down there. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I would ask the court to inquire of Ms. Fitzgerald because I think really that's her call. But I think again, I don't know that further programming, especially programming in Kalamazoo when she's here with custody of her child, is going to be appropriate. I think what's more appropriate, if the court wants continued supervision, then I think it needs to be here because she needs to be able to parent that child. And that's the most important thing. And if she's in KPEP, she's not going to be able to do that. So if that's the court's inclination, I would encourage community supervision here. But I mean, the court knows my position. Obviously, I won't belabor it, but
Understood.
I think,
well, and we don't
keeping her here is
unfortunately
important.
have great inpatient. Well, we do have our hope and the Harbor House out in Holland that are closer. That are inpatient treatment. If that's where we're going, I'm not against exploring those, but yeah, I'll talk to Ms. Fitzgerald about it. Any other thoughts, Ms. Donnelly, from the department's position?
I would ask that you go with the recommendation of the probation department and revoke the defendant. The defendant has already showed that she's not suitable for probation. She failed to show up for court with the order to show cause. She's been gone for a little while, almost a year. And I just feel like by placing her on probation, you're actually setting the defendant up for failure. And because we probably will be back, and then the next recommendation will be Michigan Department of Corrections.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of running out of options with the
And I just feel like you basically, by placing her on probation, is that we will be setting her up for failure.
Yeah, in other words,
because obviously she's already shown that she does not want to do probation by being gone for a year.
Okay, I sent her down to KPEP. You think she would maybe show up there, but then walk out because the door's not locked and not complete it?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Fitzgerald, what do you have to say to me before I impose the sentence here?
Well, I would like to say that it took 14 months for my appeal to start. And I do believe that my appeal I'm going to win my appeal. And if I don't, I'm going to continue appealing until I do win and the truth does come out regarding this case. Because I'm being sentenced on something that the truth has not been came out. I was promised time served if I pled no contest by Matt Berry. I was promised time served to get out of jail that day that I pled, and that did not happen. It took 2.5 months for me to get sentenced on this charge, and my mother passed away 11 days before I got out. Had I pled and I waited for my trial the next week and had the truth come out, the outcome would have been different. I think I truly believe that.
Well, I just don't understand it. Why just because the truth came out that she ain't did what she was supposed to do. She still got substance abuse. She still had all this shit. She didn't even do her complete her goddamn sobriety. Wherever the fuck that shit is, where you go talk to a counselor. She didn't finish that shit. So she didn't do what she was supposed to do. So what the fuck? Why should the court be lenient on someone that couldn't follow what the court orders were? And I don't give a fuck about a lawyer. A lawyer's a piece of shit.
My thing is, I've got until the appeals court overrules the record on this case. You know, I deal with what's on the record. You're convicted on the record. That's the reality before me. If the appeals court does vacate it at some point, you get reconsideration. But for the time being,
All right, Your Honor, may I continue, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been working with Clarissa Novak from the Grand Rapids Police Department. She's a social worker that's been put in place specifically for intense trauma from domestic violence, and how domestic violence victims and how the table gets spun and the victim gets charged as the perpetrator, which has been done several times. And I'm talking to the women in here, and I see it every day. And I've been working with her. I've been working with her for over a year. The event that happened with Arbor Circle really messed me up, because that really was my place where I really did process a lot of things that have happened to me in my lifetime. I've obviously been staying sober because I did get my daughter back. It's summertime. I've never missed a softball game. I never missed anything to do with her. And she now she's been back in my care, for the summer, full time. And, she also has been.
Can you describe, if I can just pause you, the custody arrangement with your daughter? Does someone else also have custody? How does it work?
Yes, we do have 50-50 custody, but I have the custody for the summer right now, and it is my intention. I've been trying very hard. My ex is he had a parole hearing on Monday.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So this is something else. This is something else. So both you and your baby daddy, ex-husband, whatever the fuck he is, you the one that abused you and all this extra trauma that you got, is a jailbird too. Oh my fucking God. Y'all deserve each other. This is trailer trash at its highest.
And he's getting out of prison. And so I've been working with Clarissa very much. I've been utilizing every single avenue I can, every single resource I can, trying to relocate to Muskegon County so that I can be next to my daughter. I want to live right next to her. And her father and I, we have a very, very, we are co-parenting together, and we're accomplishing it. My daughter has been through hell. I have been through hell. And we are just trying to make up for lost time. And she's doing really well. She's been on the honor roll. She won a championship for softball. The only way she wants to be a cheerleader too. She does both. And the only way she can do both is if I participate in getting her to and from practice. So if I'm not there, her life falls apart too. Not to mention that she's my best friend, and I know she deeply depends on me. And if I'm not there for her again, I don't know if we can reconcile a relationship, because we both been through hell.
Stop it! This is insane. They don't do this for men. More men should cry in court. I think more men should. If I don't get to go to work, this shit is insane. She used a child as her fucking crutch. And then she's my best friend. No, if she's your best friend, then you need to reevaluate your fucking life. Your child should not be your best friend. I'm sorry for people who say that. That is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. Your child should not be your fucking best friend. And with her saying that, she deserves to lose custody. or 50-50 custody. She better reevaluate her fucking life because that shit is ridiculous. Stop the motherfucking bus. What are we doing here? What are we doing? My child is my best friend.
And it's been so hard on both of us.
I have no doubt. Why did Arbor recommend inpatient treatment if you don't have a current substance abuse issue?
That's a
Because when I was
Ooh,
Arbor
good
Circle, that's the thing. When I was talking to Britt, her name Britt, which we didn't have a problem. We didn't have a problem with what gender she is. It was the lady at the desk. But when I get so upset talking about my past that she recommends, she's like, well, should you go inpatient? And I said, no. I'm like, if you're not listening to me, I can't process this without crying. I cannot talk to you about how badly I'm.
Bitch, shut up. You start off not crying, so this extra shit that you're doing now is for a fucking show. So sick of throw this white bitch underneath the goddamn jail. Fuck are we doing here? And her fat ass Joyce lawyer too. That bitch needs to go too.
Beaten. I cannot talk to you about being raped. I cannot talk to you about being kidnapped and without being upset and feeling like I need to throw up. I just can't. I'm not there yet. But I've worked at it and I've been working at it. And there's nothing I want more in my life than to have my life back.
This bitch just said she was kidnapped. Who? You know what? I'm gonna go back to looking for a new microphone. This shit is stupid. I'm going back to fuck it. I'm going back to looking for a microphone because I'm gonna punch this bitch in the throat.
And I have my daughter happy. And I have a very healthy life. My other kids have been influenced. This charge specifically has caused my one son to not speak to me because my cousin has gaslighted me so bad to him. But my other kids, I'm managing relationships with them. My son is in the Navy, and my other daughter lives here in town. And I'm gonna try to influence her to relocate with me to Muskegon County, so me and my two daughters.
I don't want to be near you, bitch.
And all I want is my life back.
Yeah, let me, Ms. Donnelly, do we, does MDOC refer to KPEP up in Muskegon County, the one that's up there for women?
I mean, I'm not going to be able to.
I believe so. She never provided agent Guyton with an address. So I have no idea where you're staying.
I have an apartment in Grand Rapids right now, but I'm going to be moving.
Do you see how quick the motherfucking tears dried the fuck up? Ooh, get a black. What is your name? You ain't got no name. Dolia. Donnelly. Get a Donnelly. Shit, I don't know what the fuck your name is.
Yeah.
So you don't have a place to stay.
Doing the KPEP inpatient with substance abuse up in Muskegon?
I believe they have one in Muskegon.
But I don't know how I'm going to be able to parent my daughter.
Oh my
God.
Well,
I will tell you this, that, you know, without a working through of the substance abuse issue, you know, a legal regaining of your license, if you're going to be, daughter's going to be dependent on you for transportation, well, you can't very well provide that if you don't have a driver's license.
Your Honor, I have been through substance abuse. I have completed successfully 3 inpatient substance abuse treatments.
When was
it ain't
most
working.
recent and where?
The last one, I believe.
Wait a minute. If you completed 3 substance abuse inpatients, that means them shits is not working. If you constantly keep getting DUIs or DWIs or whatever the fuck it is that you keep getting, you dumb bitch, it ain't working for you. The inpatients ain't working. Because obviously you're still doing the same dumb shit as soon as you're allowed to motherfucking do it. If you don't have someone holding your motherfucking hand, that's why you should not have custody of a child, because you can't even drive, bitch. You bet all you can do for her is motherfucking give her a goddamn Uber. How about you do that? Uber some shit. At least you know she gonna get there safe. Because with you, she might not. This is crazy. This is that bullshit that I be talking about. Oh my God. Throw this hoe underneath the damn jail. Get her, Miss Donnelly.
it was either Our Hope or it was Turning Point. But I've also been all through. I mean, my daughter was in foster care for 6 years for me, and I got beat up. I was the victim, but then there was COVID and all that. So
Oh,
6 years it took us to fight to get her out of foster care, and I completed every single anything they asked me to do was completed. I wasn't drunk when it happened. However, I did complete a substance abuse treatment for them. And my therapist, Mary Ivy Scoggins from Arbor Circles, she showed up at every one of my trials. She advocated for me. She fought for me because I was sober, and I did complete every single thing they asked me to complete.
Right. No, I don't doubt it. The key is staying sober, and unfortunately,
and I've been sober.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, without monitoring you, I got no way to,
Also, you did monitor me.
No,
and the
right.
tether. I did the full tether amount.
Yeah. No, I had you on a GPS tether, and I think I had you on the scram at one point. But did we?
No, I was on the scram.
Yeah.
Scram.
But did you successfully? I think we had to remove the scram at some point because it wasn't.
No, I wore it for the full amount of time, a lot of time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, I understand there are a lot of moving pieces going on here. I sincerely believe you need treatment. And there are frankly two ways I can do it. I can send you to Department of Corrections for a year. They'll give you treatment between there and the parole period afterwards. But you'll be doing it over at Michigan Women's Prison and on parole. Wherever you can get it after that, that's really going to take you out of circulation with regard to this building relationship with your daughter, etc. I can guarantee you, if you're able to do that here in the community, it's going to work out 1,000% better for you because you can keep in touch. Your daughter's not going to fault you if they're saying, "Hey, I need to do this program and complete it." It's going to make me work on some of my past issues. She'll accept that. In fact, she's old enough that, it'll be benefit to know, hey, if you need help, you can turn to a community resource. I don't have great resources, that probation refers to for women. However, KPEP is a resource. I have sent women up to the Muskegon program before. I don't have as much experience with it as I do with their Kalamazoo facility, but I'm willing to give you a shot at that as an alternative to prison, because it's really what I'm up against, when I sentence in your case. And I do hear, your appeal and the other issues going on, but, underlying that, I got to tell you, is theme of, Judge, I'm not responsible for what happened here. And I got
that's what I seen.
I understand what you're saying. My turn to talk, though. That part of that is taking responsibility and ultimately saying, "Hey, whatever got me into trouble when I picked up this charge, I got to address it. I got to address it head on, and I got to be satisfied from where I sit. That you're not drinking and driving or drugging and driving under any circumstance out in the community." Now, the charge that's been picked up here, and one of the basis is driving with license suspended. I have no doubt with everything going on in your life, there's a lot of demand to be driving. You may be eligible, for all I know, for a restricted license, but you haven't gone through that process to get it. I get it costs money and, not an easy thing to accomplish. However, that is the right way to go about it when you're on probation. So what I am going to do at this time is I'm going to the sentence of the court will be 30 additional days in jail, no credit, because you got so much credit. If I give you all that credit you've accumulated, they're simply going to release you from jail, and I'll lose track of you again. However, I will authorize your release directly to the KPEP program up in Muskegon. Now, the Kalamazoo program transports from here. Agent Donnelly, do you know if Muskegon transports as well?
You're muted, Agent Donnelly.
Can I withdraw my plea?
No, bitch. No, That's why. Oh my God. What's up, OG? How you doing, my good sir?
Hey, we good with you, player.
Listen to this bitch dry up her tears, recirculate them tears, and dry them up again within seconds.
It's crazy.
This bitch is retarded. Now she want to withdraw her plea. Let her do it. Send her ass to jail.
Your guilty plea?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
No, you've already pled to the factual basis.
Your Honor, may I just say one thing?
No, I'm sick of hearing
may.
you, bitch.
I saved somebody's life,
Oh,
and this is what I was charged with. I do know that I was drinking. I didn't have any intention on driving that night, but somebody was dying in front of me, and I drove them to the hospital, and I saved somebody's life.
I get it. You endangered other people's lives to save one person's life, and that was the choice at that time. I get it.
bye, bitch.
Miss Finley, you're still muted.
Yeah, you
On the
muted the
issue
whole
of
time.
transport.
Okay, I was going to say she would probably end up going to Muskegon. I'm waiting on them to, not Muskegon, but to Kalamazoo.
Oh, that's where the openings are currently?
That's where she's probably going to end up going, yes.
All right, well, if that's my only option, then it'll be the same sentence, direct transport to Kalamazoo, successful completion of the KPEP program. You have to know, Mr. Fitzgerald, I'm not going to consider the appeal, extenuate, all those things have already been considered in formulating the sentence. I can tell you these used to be 5-year sentences under the old probation regime. Now they've been shortened to 3 years. But the effect of that on me is every person who's an OWI third is going to get 3 years of supervision. Now, whether that's supervision in the community, supervision by the MDOC and on parole, it's going to be supervision because I view it as the demand on me to ensure public safety. And
Why was I told then why was I told I would get time served if I pled no contest, and that wasn't true?
I can't reflect on what you were told back on then. All I know is now we've got a conviction and you're on supervision based on that conviction, and I've got to treat you more or less like I treat everyone else. I consider, and I'll tell you, if you didn't have the extenuating circumstances you explained today, I think, I still wouldn't just cut you loose back out in the community. I would do what I've done with several other women and send you over to the Department of Corrections and let them process you with their substance abuse program over there. However, I'm willing to give you this chance at KPEP, but I'm telling you, you walk away from KPEP unsuccessfully, complete, you violate their rules down there and they kick you out. I'll issue a warrant. You'll get back in front of me, and then I'll just do that same thing and send you to the Department of Corrections. Because, on one hand, you do have a lot of these things, a very traumatic past history, all true, that impact you. However, at some point, you got to say, I'm going to address the current issues that are hammering me. And then what I'm responsible for, at least supervising you, is this operating under the influence. I've got to get to a point where I'm convinced the public's safe with you out in the community. I'm just not there yet. So
what happens when I finish KPEP?
If you graduate from KPEP, you'll remain on probation for the duration of I do authorize a 90-day early release. So with that date I calculated of November, you would be about a year from today, August of 25, eligible for early discharge from probation. That is, complete KPEP, complete the probationary time after release from KPEP, report, keep your address current. If they tell you to go get another substance abuse evaluation, by golly, go get one, or a mental health evaluation, go get that. I will order that you complete the substance abuse programming. That's an add-on down at KPEP. They don't necessarily give it to every woman there. And I'm going to tell you right now, KPEP's not an easy program. You get women that come straight out of the Department of Corrections. No one goes there because they get a 5-star TripAdvisor review. Everyone's ordered there by someone like me. But you can put that aside. You're getting essentially the same treatment program you'd get if you went to a Beverly Hills treatment facility or anything else. The recovery material is good there. If you complete that program and then you report and do your drops and stay sober for the duration of probation, I won't have a problem with discharging you 90 days early.
How long is that program?
Agent authorize it. How long is KPEP from start to finish?
It can be up to almost 6 months.
Yeah, can be up to 6 months. I have had women complete it, I want to say in 4 to 5 months, at a fast. They also do some job training, other things down there. If Ms. Donnelly does find an option where there's an opening in Muskegon, because that'd be closer to your family, I'll authorize that. But otherwise, if Kalamazoo's all we got, well, it's better than, going to the Michigan Women's Prison. So,
And then what if I win my appeal?
if you win your appeal, then, and that is the underlying conviction gets overturned, not just, reviewed for an additional resentencing or something like that, but overturned, then I'll reconsider and reconsider an early release from KPEP. But I'll expect you to be successful at KPEP until that time.
Your Honor, I really need to go to Muskegon if I can go to Muskegon.
Well, I'll have Ms. Donnelly explore that, but I do not know that if Muskegon is, I'm much more familiar with the Kalamazoo program because I've sent many more women down there.
So I'm gonna do 30 days here first?
No, as soon as they can transport you. Last I heard, they have some, are you aware if they're got availability at Cape?
I will be sending out an email to see when the next availability was for them to pick her up. I have to check on Muskegon. I have not heard back from Muskegon. So I was trying to figure out to get her.
We're gonna explore both of them.
I've not been able to talk to my daughter all week.
Oh, bitch.
Yep, no, that is a unfortunate consequence of in jail. So
Cheers, ho.
no, and right, and when you're at KPEP, you will have some more access to contact, and as you progress through the program, you get visiting with family and things like that. Some more things can happen. They got to happen within that context. So,
Man, send this hoe to jail, dog. I'm sick of her. With these fucking fake ass, funk ass, trailer park ass tears. Nigga, her and the baby daddy both goddamn druggies. Or alcoholism. Or where the fuck it is. But she was driving under the influence. This is her third offense of driving underneath the influence. But she has trauma, OG. She has trauma. As you know, she's been kidnapped. That's
And
one
the
thing.
last time she was driving under the influence, did she get pulled over, or did she just, or they just found out that she was driving under the influence and she talking about she saved somebody's life?
Obviously, she got pulled over. Or found that. I would think she got either. She drove, so she said she got him to the hospital. I can't verify that. Not even the judge.
So that didn't make sense. That's the part that didn't make sense to me. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, if they know you was under the influence, they know you weren't supposed to be driving, you weren't supposed to be behind the wheel, and you under the influence, and they still continue to let you take that person to the they would have transferred a person in their car and took your ass to jail and took that person to wherever they needed to go.
Absolutely.
Am I correct? Okay,
Yeah,
so the way that they made it sound was that nigga, they let her go and let her continue to do that, and you're punishing her because nigga, this is what you heard. Like nigga, no, nigga, okay, I'm just making sure.
I don't think that's how it goes, but this is Michigan. This is Michigan, nigga.
Yeah, what that mean?
Michigan's fucked up, nigga.
But what that mean? You mean to tell me, bro, they don't go against they going against law, bro? I mean, come on, man.
I mean, I agree with you, but again, this is Michigan.
That's the part that's throwing me. Well, every time you say that, that's the part that throw me off, bro. Because just because it's Michigan don't mean that they gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out, like,
you would think they would follow the law, right?
Over in the car while trying to save somebody's life.
Well, she ain't say no one life. She just drove a motherfucker to wherever she got before she got pulled over, is what I think. And her ass went to jail. And I can't even verify shit that she did that. The judge was like, well, okay, okay. See, even Butterfly Jones says they got dumb laws and don't always follow them. I'm trying to tell you. Like,
I
yeah.
still don't get that shit. I mean, that's I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna let you rock with it.
I don't. All I can do is speculate. I don't know. I hope that if she got pulled over, they took the motherfucker and called the ambulance and finished off the journey. You know, probably wasn't a gunshot victim. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but see, and another thing I was thinking, well, what if this happened afterwards? Like, I guess she so-called takes somebody to the hospital, and you on your way back home, but that still don't make sense to me. If the person, if
I don't know.
you all that to save somebody's life, I'm pretty sure you're gonna stay there. You wouldn't just drop them off at the emergency, get back in your car, and drive back home.
Sir, I'm with you.
I'm just listening, so I don't know. I don't want to infer nothing.
What do you mean you don't want to infer nothing?
I'm only trying to stick to the facts.
I don't want to infer nothing. All right,
I don't want to infer nothing. I don't want to. Yeah, I want nobody in the chat thinking I'm just coming up with shit. I'm only listening to what they saying. But the judge did say her, and like it don't matter if you had to take somebody to the. Well, if that's the case, then nigga, you still adding the 30 fucking days.
Yes, sir. Why not? Yes, sir. Give that bitch them 30 days, dog. Let me see this shit work. See, OG, this is what I was talking about yesterday.
That's nice.
So that was just that was a quick version. I tried to show you before you left, but I couldn't get the shit to get on my shit right. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just getting the green screen version and then throwing it up. When you have this OBS shit, you just throw the little green screen filter on and it'll take all that shit off like when it's supposed to blow up. Because the actual part of it flying through the air is fine. So all
that part, they're clean.
Yeah.
I like that part right there. So it's through the green screen that OBS produces.
Yeah. So it's it's just a filter. It's just literally just a filter. So, yeah. I don't have to throw no green screen up or nothing like that. Just throw up a green screen filter. So anything that's green, it'll take it all out. It'll make it transparent.
You trying to make me learn OBS, bro. I'm not even trying to get that.
You don't have to learn OBS. You can learn some other. There's a lot of different other free software that motherfuckers don't use. I was thinking about going to another software myself, but I have like 6 of them that I downloaded. I just haven't found one other than OBS that I like. But OBS be giving me too much bullshit. That's why I don't, fuck with it like I want to.
But when you find one where a third grader can use that bitch,
there's a lot of them that third graders can use, dog.
I am computer inclined, nigga. I don't know what the fuck I be doing. I had that OBS on my shit, and I just be looking at it like, nigga, this is a lot of shit on here.
It's actually pretty easy, OG. It's
because you smart. So.
I'm not smart at all.
Smart,
I'm not smart at all. I'm stuck just looking at this bitch. We're done. Oh, let's see. Let's finish. All
right. Ms. Fitzgerald, I advise you my decision today is the final judgment of the court on this matter, so you can't appeal my decision today. That's by leave to the Michigan Court of Appeals. I'll appoint a lawyer to represent you on that appeal if you'd like to appeal, but you can't afford a lawyer. There are purple forms there at the jail that ask me to appoint that lawyer at no charge to represent you on appeal. If you decide you want to appeal my decision today, you do need to return that form within the next 6 months.
Trash. That's
I'm hoping for success at KPEP and that I don't want.
I don't care. Fuck you. Fuck this bitch. Streamlabs is user friendly. It is. It's not the most. There's other ones that are way more user friendly than that, dog. I'm telling you. I will show you one. OG, one of these days when you have time, you want to sit down, I can go through the. Matter of fact, I'll send you a video where you can go in there and decide what you like.
Okay.
I'll make that easy. And if you have any questions, they all use the same basis on how to add shit, take shit away. But once you start fucking with, the thing about it is any of these programs, start fucking with them. Dude, do you think I knew how to use this shit before I used it? Hell no. I was
about to say yeah.
Shit. No,
I said, yeah, that nigga did.
listen, Streamlabs. I couldn't stand Streamlabs. I hated OBS because I just couldn't figure it out. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, the person that got me into streaming is dude younger than me. He comes in there. He comes in there every now and again. Champ the Ruler. He video game. He the one showed me how to use OBS. And once he showed me the quick way to do it, I was like, oh, so let me just continue to fuck around with it a little bit here and there, dibble dabble a little bit. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then I just found motherfuckers online. YouTube's a motherfucker, OG. They'll teach you how to do this shit. It's not that hard. I mean, it'll take you probably 10 minutes. Once you figure out the basis of how to import and how to add shit and take shit away, it's all the same. It's really, it's just shut the fuck up.
It might take me a good 3 years, but I'm gonna figure it out.
No, it'll take you literally 10 minutes to learn this shit. This shit is crazy. All right.
You are telling the person that doesn't that lets ads run on their hello.
That is a thing.
Look, after a couple words, he's like, "Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Yeah,
I'm not
about to do that. You got to forget. You got to remember. You ever seen that movie where that nigga say, "This is your brain on weed"? Nah, bro, my shit don't function like that. I got to come off the weed to learn how to do some shit like that.
No, it don't. Man, what is it? You know what? You gonna make me.
You gonna do a tutorial?
You gonna do a tutorial for a nigga? OG, follow me step by step. I'm like, hey, Tom, I still ain't got it.
You made me want to go like that. Look, hold on. Let me see. How to prevent?
Butterfly Jones said if JP can do it, OG can definitely do it.
Hey, you lying to me, and I hate to say this, bro, but you know that nigga ain't doing that shit. I don't know why y'all doing that.
Look, see how simple it is.
Y'all know who's doing it.
And look, now here's my missiles, right? It took me 2 seconds to add this shit. So if you open it up, this is all I had to do is find this bitch in my website, in my fucking own system, and plug it in. That's it. Like if I wanted to put, what is this? I don't want to change it because I already got it set up. Anyway, all you do is add whatever it is that's already currently on your system. Hit OK, and then bring it to life. That's it. Here is all the stupid pictures of the port session shit. Just throw them on there. It's simple shit.
You're saying it all, but he doesn't care.
Okay. It's wrecking my brain. I ain't even trying it. I'm a goddamn.
Look.
That's the
beginning.
Oh, yeah, that's way too hard.
I
need something.
I told you. As soon as you brought the screen up, he's like, nope.
I'm seeing too many questions on that. You got all that shit out there, nigga. Well, that's because mine ain't gonna look like that either. Because mine gonna be. Here's
my cam display when I go by myself. Here's my gaming scene. The whole part right here is all gaming. Here's that intro that what is that nigga name did. I forgot to get rid of it.
Oh no. Get himself inserted in everything.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Kyle, whatever his fucking name is.
OG's, LA's boyfriend.
I can't do it no more.
Oh man, that was kind of nice.
No, it was terrible.
He
put himself in every single caption, including himself as a little midget on LA's show.
LA's head, yes.
Really gay.
That's how you promote yourself, right there.
Yeah, you're right. No, but it's not that hard, dog. For real, it's not that hard. You just once you set up. So what it is, once you set up your scenes, and then you just continue adding sources. Like you add your video, video source. You not technically don't need to add a microphone because it's automatically going to add it already. So you don't necessarily have to add that. That's already added in the system once you put it on there. And then from there, it's adding shit you want. I don't know, cause I get stuck on shit. Yeah, cause I hate when people say they can't do something that's really easy. This
Maybe he
shit
just
easy.
doesn't want to, like me. I don't want to either. I've never even opened
But
OBS.
to say you can't do it, it just bothers me because it's really fucking simple.
So it bothers you when somebody says they're not smart.
Yes.
Huh. I mean, the same thing
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
smart.
said that annoys me to death when you say that.
Oh, I'm not
Huh.
smart. I just know it's
I
easy.
ain't either.
When shit is easy, it's easy.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Shut your white ass up. I'm sick of you. I'm gonna show you Karen that Golden is supposed to be going to jail. You seen one white
Karen?
one?
Oh, this is fun.
Went from a white one to now we're going to a black one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
A black Karen. This is gonna be nice.
Multiple
Hey, this is what they called her, but
Oh my God, is that her?
Oh, she is not a Karen. That's a demon.
hold on.
I bet she
No.
cries.
Because that white woman was crying at the drop of a dime. This black woman can do it too. Like I said, females can just I don't think I should go to jail. This shit is ridiculous. Now let's watch this hoe.
Do I need to get out of here?
Are you Wendy Scott?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Scott, formal charges have been filed against you by the county attorney's office
Her name is
for kidnapping, mistreatment of a dependent adult, criminal threat, aggravated robbery, theft, and resisting or interfering with law enforcement. The most serious offense, actually you have two of them, 2 level 3 person felonies. It's alleged in count 1 that on or about the 20th day of July 2024 in Butler County, Kansas, that you did then and there unlawfully take or confine a person, to wit, Beverly Jean Zilke, accomplished by force or theft or deception.
Damn.
With the intent to facilitate flight or commission of a crime, to wit, aggravated robbery. It's a violation of law under KSA 21-5408A2. In count 2, you're charged that on or about the 20th day of July 2024 that you did knowingly inflict physical injury or unreasonable confinement or punishment upon a dependent adult or an elder person, to wit, that's what's known as mistreatment of a dependent adult or elder. It is a level 5 person felony if convicted. The sentencing range is anywhere from 31 months up to 136 months with the Department of Corrections, depending on your history, and a $300,000 fine. On the level 3 charges of robbery, aggravated robbery, and kidnapping, the sentencing range is 55 months up to 247 months with the Department of Corrections, depending on your criminal history. If convicted, any level 3 offenses are presumptive prison, and up to a $500,000 fine. Count 3 is a level 9, so it's on the lower end of the grid. Severity levels are 1 through 10, 1 being the highest, 10 being the lowest. A level 9 offense is 5 months up to 17 months with the Department of Corrections. It's alleged that on or about the 20th day of July 2024, you threatened to commit violence against Beverly Jean Zilke. The aggravated robbery alleges that you unlawfully and knowingly took a gray 2024 Nissan Altima from the person or presence or house of, by force or threat of bodily harm. You threatened to shoot her and drag her from the causing injury. And that you inflicted bodily harm in the course of said
What
robbery.
you say? No. Yeah, I give you that. Did y'all notice that they beeped out only one name this whole time? Everyone else, they said Beverly Jenkins. The other ones, whatever, of an elderly person. But everyone else, they said they kept all the other names except for this one that they blanked out. And then she started to cry. Oh, I know why. Because I was probably a child. That's probably a minor. That's probably why. Never mind.
Robbery. So that's why it's charged as an aggravated robbery. It carries sentences I indicated of 55 months up to 247 months with the Department of Corrections.
How much is
Then it's
247
also
months?
alleged on the 20th day of July that you did unlawfully obtain or exert unauthorized control
247 divided
over
by 12, sir.
I know that. That's what I was about to
Ms.
do.
Purse,
Yeah, I ain't that
the
smart. I can't add.
contents, and her small dog Chloe.
Oh, nigga, that's 20 years, dog.
Then she did and give you
That shit is.
permission.
That's
I have
1
none of
and a half
this.
years now.
Ma'am, I have none of this. I just
That shit
basically
crazy.
talked to the detective. I have none of this stuff.
Okay. Count 6 says that you falsely reported to law enforcement false information to influence or impede or obstruct an officer's official duty or investigation. That, if convicted, that's a level 9 felony as well, 5 months to 17 months with the Department of Corrections. The theft is a misdemeanor if convicted of up to 1 year and a $2,500 fine. The rest are all felonies. Judge Ricky is your assigned judge. He has established a court date for you of August 12th at 2:30. What is the recommended bond?
Judge, beyond just the level of
200,000.
charges, the defendant is most definitely a C.
Hold on. How much you think it is?
200,000.
Babe, how much you think a bond is? Where are we? Probably Michigan. I don't fucking know. So you say 300,000 at most? You have a mic.
Get her in here. Were any of them felonies?
All of them are felonies.
Oh, okay. I've been in and out. 5.
By what? 100,000?
Yeah, it probably isn't though.
Look at Butterfly using math in the goddamn chat.
I know Butterfly's on it today. Look,
On a
12 by
K.
12 is 144. Look at Jay Feith creeping in here. Been gone for all this time, and now he decided he want to be in here.
120.
Where was your antennas at on Tuesday when we was cooking LA?
Yeah, we cooked the dog shot. That nigga barbecued him like a motherfucking fatback, nigga. I'm gonna go with. God dang.
You got to do what it is, what it's gonna be, not what it should be, and that's my problem.
Yeah. So how much did you say? You said 200,000.
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you say, babe?
I'm going lower than because I'm going with what I think it should be, and yeah, is probably 100.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with probably 250.
All right.
Jay Faith is sitting at 125.
I'm gonna say 250. I'm gonna
And
say
yeah,
250.
I think there was a percentage. I don't think it's gonna be.
Well, no, well, you still no the max of it. We're gonna just say 250,000, but I ain't gonna say cash or surety. I ain't gonna say all that. I'm just gonna say 20.
Yeah.
You think Butterfly? I know you got a number in your head. You over there doing math and shit.
Oh, Butterfly said 100K.
He said 100K,
and he said 10%.
10% of 100K. What is it?
Okay.
Let's see.
That's 10,000. Ain't nothing.
E, but possibly a B on the grid. The recommendation will be 100,000 cash surety.
Damn.
Sir, I just I just personally talked to the detective. He said he was going to talk to the DA. I was not just. I was.
I don't want you saying anything. I want you to talk to an attorney, please. I'm gonna.
So Butterfly and the white lady were right. 100K. God damn.
I heard 20-something years and plus all them extra felonies.
That's what I said. I'm
expecting,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like 200.
that's at least 200, 250 all day. You know what it is? She a woman. That's what it is.
It was a nigga. They would have put his ass under the ringer.
Oh, so she not a nigga? I thought America was nigga.
Hey, Jay Faith said so. 100K surety in his
She's
state.
A nigga.
The value
That's
is
a
200,000.
Talking about the black.
You heard me?
Yes.
What'd I say? And don't read the screen.
You read what he said. Something about 100K surety. His value of
in his
200K.
state, because that's what they just said her stuff was.
Okay. But they just gave 100K. I don't know what state they're in. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't know what state they're in. It didn't
Butler
say.
County, wherever that is.
Yeah, I don't.
Butler is Butler. Ain't that what Trump got?
Yes,
shot?
I was just gonna say the same thing.
That was the town of Butler. Let's see.
Ain't the town of Butler in Butler County, nigga?
Butler County, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they have one in Pennsylvania too.
Okay, yeah.
It's not, or it's Butler County, Kansas, PA.
That's I'm all right. That's where it is, Kansas.
Ohio.
What was the other case they was talking about? Kansas.
We always do Kansas. We do Kansas, Michigan, and Ohio, and somewhere else. Yeah.
That nigga said 330 Ohio. This nigga crazy.
Sheesh. Fuck all that.
And go ahead, since such a high bond has been requested, and you have what's reportedly a fairly high criminal history. I'm going to appoint counsel for you. Jim Watts is who you'll start with. If there are problems or he has a conflict or something, he can find an attorney or ask me to appoint a Wichita attorney. But you're going to start with Jim Watts, and he does come to the jail every
Kansas,
week.
they in Kansas.
Before I set your bond, the request is $100,000. I have to set it. Well, I typically set it relatively high whenever a case is presumptive prison, and the nature of these offenses generally warrant a relatively high bond to give bondsmen an incentive to find you if you failed to appear for court. So is there anything that you'd like to say about your bond? Not about the case itself, but just the bond. And the things I like to know.
I just need to know about fighting for my kids. I basically just gave them all the information they need. I promise you, I was laced. I've been in intensive care for 5 days. I was laced with a drug that not doing nothing. I was just, my name is just there. I'm fighting for my kids. I would have never done nothing like this to somebody. I promise you.
Okay. Tell me how.
Kids, I promise you, I would not have run any of that.
How old are you?
I am 40 years old. I have a chronic illness where I have to be in hospital. I'm fighting for my life. I just want to forward.
Okay. Where do you live?
North Ash Street.
In El Dorado?
No, I live in Wichita, Kansas. My daughter's fighting brain cancer. I'm a mother. I was basically raised. I live on school.
Okay. Do you have a job somewhere?
I do work.
Where do you work?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I work for. I'm a manager there, Mel. I'm not no violent person. Everything I do, I have to do independently.
Hey, do you think she gonna say she was kidnapped? I was kidnapped. I don't know what happened. Go ahead.
Read what Butterfly Jones said.
She was an extra on Cover Up. Next to trash can on Smoke Ave. You ain't shit, OG.
What she said. She
It's
said,
gonna
"Where
be
did I
everybody
stay at?"
else's
Well,
fault.
I stay next to the trash can on Smoke Ave. That's where I stay.
I think it's stupid. Yeah.
I would never do anything like that. They already told us she had this extensive.
Did you see hear all that shit she did? Man, listen. Bitch, you going to jail. Jeez. Oh, she already in jail.
Everything. I'm not no person be on the street. I was late. I was sitting. I was in a car and was forced to drive this car off because they were all on drugs.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, I
don't want you to talk about the case.
I told y'all she was kidnapped. She was forced to drive the car. I didn't want to be there. They forced me. But what about all the other shit? This shit is crazy. I don't know what's going on with these motherfuckers these days. What? OG, it's your fault. It's your fault, dog.
No, it ain't.
Yeah,
ain't nobody tell crackhead Christian to do it her. Nigga, that's on them, bro. They out there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Shit, me. Them your people.
Shit.
She is. This shit crazy. Woo.
I have a court date Friday for my kids. If I'm not at that court date on Friday, they're gonna terminate my rights.
Absolutely.
I got two of the boys in state custody that I'm fighting for. My daughter was
Listen, if your ass and has 17 felonies on one case, you expect to keep your kids? Then stop playing. Stop playing.
brain cancer.
Okay. You need to write that all down for the jail because they can try to get you logged into a Zoom hearing so that you can appear for that if you don't make
What about the man talking to
And that'll look fantastic.
That had nothing to do with this.
She's trying to keep her kids from prison on a Zoom
I don't know
call.
anything about that. I
He's
just
trying
I
to
just talked to
motherfucker
a detective. He said he's talking to the DA.
Okay.
His name was
That's why I got
Chandler.
And I'm going to tell Jim Watts, we're going to send him a message to get out to the jail to see you as soon as possible. Right now, I am going to set the bond at $100,000 cash or surety. Jim Watts can file a request for this case to be heard in front of Judge Ricky sooner.
How much money do I need to get out of here?
But right now, if you are a criminal history B and you're charged with a level 3, there's enough allegations here and information for me to be concerned that we need a significant bond to secure your attendance. All right, I've set a bond. I've given you an attorney. You have a judge assigned. I've given you a court date. Is there anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Time is that court on August 12th?
It should be.
Yes, August 12th at 2:30. Mr. Canfield, is there an affidavit that's filed in Ms. Scott's case?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Amy, can you see that I get a copy and Judge Ricky gets a copy of that?
Yes.
And
I'm gonna be the attorney right here.
gets a copy. Okay, thank you. Ms. Paddock,
Hey, go to jail, bitch. You going to jail. You going to jail. Yeah. Seen that one coming. As soon as I seen them tears on that goddamn screen, OG, I knew her ass was going to jail. All right.
I'm trying to think of that show baby used to watch, the Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
She looked like one of them chicks up off there. I can't think of her name though.
What you trying to say? All black people look alike? Is that what you trying to say?
No, she literally looked like that crazy black chick that was on there. She looked just like her.
Shit. All right, well, let's go to the next one. Oh, we got Judge Evans, boy. Y'all remember? You remember Judge Evans?
No, not really.
Yeah, she was the gangster chick. She was way more gangster than Eastside Bryant.
She has an option.
Who's this up here in this corner up here though?
Does anybody have the other than Mrs. Scott that could be the father of all three of your children?
What did she say?
No.
I don't even know. She got lip filler. She looks crazy.
It's in the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead, counsel.
Oh, damn.
Thank you, Your Honor. You requested that Mr. Scott be named the legal and biological father of all three of your children.
What?
Today, is that correct?
Yes.
And if you know that Mr. Scott and yourself.
She talking shit, African or something shit. What the fuck is going on?
I'm telling you, I don't know what the hell this bitch is saying.
This lip filler, my nigga, she got these injections on her lip, bro. She can't speak, bro.
You think those are lip injections rather than her lips? You know, niggas got big lips, dog.
Bro, these other two black women down at the bottom lips don't look like that.
Dog, I had a chick that had lips like that long time ago.
Yeah, she was injecting herself, nigga, with that.
No, she was not. She was goddamn. Shit, how old was she? What was that? She was. Fuck, we were in.
She's putting that liquid cement in her lips and shit.
Liquid cement in high school. That shit wasn't even popular back then. What the fuck is you talking about?
Oh, damn, Tom, I be forgetting you old, dog.
Ain't no goddamn 50-year-old putting cement in her lips. Hey, you talking about?
Hey.
But you know, I mean, her lip was huge, nigga. I mean, yeah, she had them duck lips. That's a fact. Yeah, she was a mixed breed with duck lips too. That was crazy. But no, let's I don't know. Yeah, she had soup coolers, boy. Some soup. We all motherfucker. That's air conditioner right there, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me get this shit right. There we go. Let's play it.
Sign an acknowledgement of paternity on all three children, where you acknowledge as the father of the children.
Yes.
Okay. Has there ever been any family violence between you and Mr. Scott ever? Restraining order, protective order, anytime have you feared for your safety, anything like that?
No, ma'am.
And if your address, phone number be placed on today's court order, would you cause you any harm or safety concern?
Yes, ma'am.
So you would fear for your safety if your address.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you was asking, was it okay if you shared my address and stuff? No,
so
ma'am, I'm not.
You're okay with your address being placed on today's court order? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other child support case open that safety concern can be an issue for you?
No, ma'am.
When it comes to making decision for these children, would you want both you and Mrs. Scott to be able to make joint decisions together?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Brown.
So you're requesting to be named joint managing conservators.
What do you say?
Judge Brown would have went off. As soon as she would have seen that little person back there breaking down her hair, she would have went the fuck off.
No, I didn't even notice that shit.
She getting her hair done. Judge Brown would have went the fuck off.
Yeah, man. What do you think? You in the beauty supply, bitch? Huh? Yeah. I want a new judge. A tether couldn't judge me. No, she's not a judge. She's a attorney. What is that? Attorney general? Shit. Assistant attorney general for the state. Yeah, but fuck that.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's for both of us that make choices for our kids. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And are you requesting for a geographical restriction for the children in Dallas and contiguous county, which is surrounding county to Dallas County? Is that correct?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
And the D, dog.
Are you requesting that there should be a geographical restriction for the children to Dallas in contiguous county? That means your children can reside with you in Dallas County or any surrounding county to Dallas County. Is that correct?
Yes, but does that mean that I can take my kids out the state without his?
It just means that if you have to move from any Dallas County or contiguous county, you have to come back to court to change the geographical restriction. That's correct. It's not about telling Mr. Scott. It's just the state or the court must be made aware before you make any change. Is that something you're agreeing to?
The law says,
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Speed,
Yes, ma'am.
you would have to live in Dallas County, Collin County, because it affects his visitation rights.
Yes, ma'am.
If you wanted to move to Austin, California, you would have to petition the court unless he agrees, because it affects how often he could see his children.
Okay, yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Regards to possession and access, are you requesting for the standard possession order? That means Mr. Scott gets to see the children every other weekend from Friday 6 p.m. to Sunday 6 p.m. Do you agree to that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know if Mr. Scott have any other child or children apart from the 3 children you have together?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know if he's currently employed right now?
Yes, ma'am. He does have a job. I don't know where. I just know he's a truck driver.
That is a truck driver?
Yes, ma'am.
When did you become aware of this information?
I knew he was in school last year, but he recently started his job, I believe, in January, as far as getting paid through the company. But the same company that he worked for, he went through school through them.
And do you understand that the wage information we have for Mr. Scott right now is in the amount of $1,317?
Yes, ma'am. That was what I was talking to the lady about, and I had a question because at the moment, if getting that, because
ma'am, Miss Speed, can you hear me? You have to stop. Okay, so you don't get to ask her any questions, and it's not a conversation. If you have any questions or concerns, they can take a recess and let you go back into the breakout room.
Man,
She's gonna ask you
nigga, you
questions.
see that shit,
And
it wasn't. Literally wasn't.
Oh, I done told you. She from the D, nigga. She playing that shit. Ma'am.
You heard what she said? She put the whole down, nigga, on her monk ass. They ain't trying to hear this shit. Yeah, you mean. Fuck you talking about. You hear me? That shit dying. You hear me?
It should have came down.
Nah, she said she put that shit down. You see that motherfucker phone go and point at that motherfucker ceiling fan, that dirty as shit. Niggas put that motherfucker down, nigga. Yeah. That judge got mad. That judge pissed off right now, bro.
You tired of looking at ceiling fan nostrils and every damn thing? Look at this bitch here. Come on, man.
She getting it
Come
done.
on, man.
She getting it done, sir. She gonna get it rebraided up
And
look all
did
nice and things.
Nah, she need to be in jail getting that shit done.
And Mrs. Scott ever lived together during the conception or birth of the children?
No, ma'am.
In the same household? Ever?
No, we never lived together. We just dated.
Okay. Would you be requesting for any back or retroactive child support today?
Absolutely.
No, ma'am.
Oh, damn.
And you understand that the state is requesting for no retroactive medical or dental support to be ordered today?
So what the Medicaid covers?
The state is requesting for no back medical or dental support today. You understand that?
Oh, no, back. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. And also that Mr. Scott would pay court costs for today within 60 days from today. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
That shit's so goddamn.
I know that'll be all for this witness. The state will request that the comment be willing as to child support. Ms. Speed is requesting for a deviation from guideline child support to $0 child support.
Ms. Speed, based on Texas law, because you received government assistance, the case was referred to the Attorney General's office. That's why you're here today. Based on the law, I have to follow the law, and so child support is $326. Reimbursement to the state for the Medicaid is $119.
But the lady said I had a choice to choose if I wanted only if y'all covered the Medicaid. She told me that if I didn't want to take the child support fee, I don't have to take that, and I don't want to take that because that's taken from what he's doing for the kids now. It's going to put me in a bigger hole than I'm in.
One, I want to know who told you that, so Ms. George can address her staff for telling you that you have an option because you don't. So who negotiated?
Okay, well, what is the option to just drop the case until I can figure out more?
First, answer my question. Who worked your case in the breakout room?
How do I drop the case to just figure out more now?
You have to not receive Medicaid, food stamps, housing. Does any public assistance?
He's not over my food stamps anyway.
I'm trying to answer your question, but you keep talking over me.
Wait
I just need you to listen.
Did you hear what you just said?
Yeah.
He is not on my food stamps, charging my food stamps anyway.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That means she has multiple baby daddies.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I clearly understand what you're saying. You don't want the child support, it's going to put you in the hole. I'm trying to answer your question. Your question was, you want to drop it, you receive more money, it's going to make you have a deficit. So I'm trying to answer that. Please let me answer it. You can never ever receive any government assistance. That's how you can do whatever it is that you want. Meaning, you can't receive Medicaid, CHIP. You can't receive housing, food stamps, nothing. If you apply for any of those services, each of those agencies are going to always tell the Attorney General's office. And that's how you come here. If you want to do anything different all by yourself, that's how you would do that. Okay? So I have to follow the law, and I'm not going to not order the correct child support because it makes you have a deficit. He's only supposed to pay what he is supposed to pay.
According to law, if I don't want
Miss Speed, now I'm going to explain a little bit more, and then I'm going to discontinue the Zoom regarding your case. If you want to go and cancel Medicaid and CHIP, great. So the default order is granted as proposed. Ms. George, you need to discuss with whoever told her that she has an option, that she doesn't have those options. That's what she says. I don't know if your worker said that or not, but that's a misrepresentation that she gets to choose if she wants child support or not. When we already know if she receives any type of government benefits, I'm going to order child support according to the law. All right. So
you know what kills me?
Do we have any other
kills me, OG?
What?
Now, every week we watch these goddamn places.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, Texas, Michigan, fucking Atlanta, not Atlanta, Georgia, Kansas. Only one that's predominantly white is Kansas, to be honest with you. Every last one of these other motherfucking places is black on black judges, black attorneys, black attorney general, DAs or whatever you want to call them motherfuckers, attorney general's offices, people, attorneys, all pretty much hands down either black or brown. How the fuck can any one of these motherfuckers clearly say that black people are not involved in making decisions on people's lives?
You asked me?
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, because I don't know, bro. I don't know how they feel like that. I don't feel like we just see all black, but I mean, if you say that,
No. I ain't saying we see all black. I said the most places where we don't see any other color is in Kansas. Think about it. Most of our Kansas judges are all fucking white, and attorney generals and all that bullshit are white. We go to Michigan, nigga. There's one judge in Michigan that's white. The rest of them been all black. Well, the ones we saw have been all black. We go to Texas, it's a mixture. It's a mixture of black and white, but it's predominantly black.
I don't know why that is, bro.
Atlanta, we ain't gonna talk about Atlanta. Everything in Atlanta is black except for that one dyke bitch. What is her name? Manning, that bitch, the judge, Manning. Everything else is black there. You got a little bit of white every now and again, but those are actual just attorneys, someone that people are paying for that they got the court got to pay for. I don't know. It's just a lot of Negroes. It's a lot of Negroes involved in putting motherfuckers away or keeping them out of jail. Especially in Detroit. We ain't gonna talk about everything in Detroit I've seen has been all goddamn nigga. Man, I'm lying. There's one. Maybe two. But majority of them is all niggas that we see, especially with Eastside Bryant. They only go to the MDF, or is that what they call? I don't know whatever the fuck that shit is called. But yeah, it's a lot of Negroes.
Her cases ready, Ms. Salami?
I now bear the full brunt of her insurance. And
oh, there goes some white people. They're in Texas. That's what he look like. He look like he in Texas. I just don't understand it where people say that black people are not involved in this shit. So we taking a backseat to everything. Everyone else controls us and everyone else does everything. It's just It's so disingenuous. All right, well, let's go to our next case. Mom is ordered to pay child support, is not receiving any income. So what this bitch wanted, the last one, I forgot I want to talk about. The last chick, she didn't want to get any more money from the state because they'll stop giving her more food stamps and stop doing. She will stop being on housing, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me.
What didn't make sense?
What the hell they was talking about on that last case? That was stupid.
Well, she can't decide whether she wants food or whether she wants to be on child support or not, because simple fact is she's taking government assistance. Like I said, if she didn't want her to be on, she didn't want to have to do nothing with the state, get off government assistance. It makes sense.
Yeah, I got that point.
They
were still arguing back and forth like they couldn't understand that.
Yeah, I think the chick wasn't understanding the shit.
I think she understood it very finely.
Well, yeah, she did, because she said, but she was like, it's gonna put me over threshold, bitch. I don't want to be over that threshold, bitch. Y'all need to take the nigga up off there. It's gonna hurt me financially. Okay, so what you saying is you can't lay up no more.
It's a fact.
She's like, hold up, bitch. I can't lay up no more. I gotta go out here and work. Well, he's already doing for them. Okay. Now, as a smart young man that he is, just go ahead and pay your $325 plus whatever the fuck it is. See, stop messing with these dirty yak bitches. What they call it? What they call that? Yaki? Is that what they put in their hair?
Yep, they yak.
Yeah, they put that yaki in their hair. Hey. If you get one that hair grow out the side of their head anyway, you ain't got to worry about none of that shit. You good. But when they want that yaki in their head, that means they're going to take you or put you on child support. If she wants to drop child support, she has to drop the programs. Absolutely. She ain't doing that shit. She's gonna be mad. He gonna be mad too. It'll be all right. Pay that child support, nigga. You shouldn't have sexed her down. You shouldn't. I want to sex you up and down. You should have did it. You shouldn't have did it. Your brain should have told you to stop. I want to play with your body. Oh, I'm about to listen to that song right now. Hold on.
This nigga crazy.
All right, here we go. This one is mother's paid child support and is not receiving any income at the moment. I don't even understand that statement, but all right.
Live with you. Correct.
Hold on.
It's not just choosing violence.
She's ordered to pay child support. Does she lose a job? That don't make sense. Okay, let's hear it out.
Not to her. And she's not getting paid.
And this is a suit for modification of support order and motion to confirm support urge. Counsel for Ms. Cortez, can you state your name for the record?
Sarah Mitchell, I'm counsel for Adriana Cortez.
There may be one stipulation, Judge, where I think we can agree that the child will be covered through TRICARE, through Ms. Adriana Cortez. So I do believe, from my understanding, that is a stipulation. Is that right, Mr. Martinez? Do you agree with Ms. Cortez covering?
Okay, she's in the military. He got him a sponsor, boy. Look at you. This boy got him a motherfucking sponsor, baby. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, if y'all don't know what a sponsor is, it's motherfucking, if you're in the military, you got someone to motherfucking sponsor you. So she was active duty military, or maybe he was active duty military and he retired. Whatever it is, child's being covered underneath TRICARE. From one of these motherfuckers was in the military, if not both of them. But
Okay,
let's
so
see.
explain to me, before we even go further, explain to me what made you so excited about this sponsor thing.
Oh, because anyone who knows about being if you got you a sponsor, that means that motherfucker's making the money. You sitting on your ass not doing nothing. No, not just not doing nothing, but you not the one that's has benefits. You know what I'm saying? So all the benefits come. So you have a sponsor. If they retire, all their benefits come to you too. You'll still get the same benefits they get. Hell, you get a part of their fucking retirement still. Yeah. A lot of shit. There's a lot of stipulations on that shit, bro. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Your child through TRICARE.
Yes, ma'am.
And then Attorney Mitchell, if you could just confirm that.
That is the agreement.
At this time, I would like to call Ms. Cortez. And ma'am, please state your name for the record.
Adriana Daisy Cortez.
And how old is she?
She's 17.
And there was a prior order signed by this court regarding an obligation of child support. Is that right?
Correct.
Judge, at this time, I would like to ask the court to take judicial notice of the prior order signed by this court February 25th, 2015, specifically the child support that was based off of minimum wage guideline support, just $179 per month starting March 1st, 2015. And I would also ask the court to take judicial notice in that same order that Ms. Cortez, well, I guess at this point it was already moot, that Ms. Cortez was supposed to maintain private health insurance through a private source.
Do you see that? And it looks like at the time there was one child before the court and Ms. Cortez had 2 children. And there was also a judgment taken at that time of $18,355.59.
Ms. Cortez, since 2015, have you had any other minor children born to you?
Since 2015, I just had one last week.
And ma'am, that child does currently reside with you, is that right?
Yes.
At this time, where are you working?
The only employment that I have is with the National Guard, but I'm not getting paid through them right now. I'm just going through a drilling for points.
I'm sorry, what was that last part?
I'm not getting paid by them at the moment. It's just drilling for points.
And what does that mean?
So because I'm going through the medical board processing.
Can you say that again? Medical what?
The medical evaluation board processing. So it's like it's for retirement purposes because I'm also very close to being 20 years in service. It's a win type of process. So if I get 30% through the medical board evaluation, I can choose to just retire normally, which will just be a regular retirement of 20 years. But if I get a higher percentage in the medical board processing, which can be 50% or higher, then I'll just get medically retired, which I can also file in conjunction with the VA. But if I don't get the 50% or higher, which I only retire just the 20 years in service, I cannot file with the VA because then I'll be getting paid federally.
Okay, now Ms. Cortez.
Wait a minute, woman. You about to fuck yourself. Wait a minute. Do the fucking 20 and get 100% retirement plus you can go to the VA and you'll get your retirement plus. You can go to the VA and get that 100% baby. Oh, she need me on her case. She need me to help her out, dog. She fucking her shit up. She sounds stupid. Huh? What?
What you talking about? So.
Oh well, it's okay. So she's so close to her. So when you get 20 years, you open yourself up for you can retire and get pretty much 100% of your fucking 100% of your fucking your check, right? Well, yeah, I think it was like 80% maybe. Can't remember. But she's able to retire. Now, once you retire, you can also go into the VA system because if you have injuries from being in the military, which 99% of people have once they're in the military, have injuries. So from those injuries, you can go to VA and can claim disability. What kind of disability from them? And they have to pay you for every injured part that is with you to a certain percentage. So if she gets over 30%, she'll get like I think it was 60%, 50 to 60% of her income off that too. Now if she gets 100%, woo, she gets all of it. Plus the next higher rank as well. She's crazy. You better do that 20 quit plan.
I know that was a lot. And for those people that don't have any military experience, well, let me ask you this. Do you have any applications pending at this time?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. What applications do you have pending?
It's the Medical Evaluation Board.
What would be the ruling that you're seeking through the medical to be medically retired?
What I'm looking for is for a 50% or higher.
You're talking to a
And what has to be determined for you to get a 50% or higher?
It has to go through the Texas Military Department. It has to go through them. It has to go through their Surgeon General is what we call them, which is the highest doctor in the military. It has to go through them, and they're the ones that evaluate my packet and determine what will be the percentage rating that I will be retired in.
Is it some sort of a disability type of application through the VA?
Yes, ma'am. It's considered a MST.
And what is your basis for submitting that request for the medical retired application process?
Can you restate that question? I think I got it, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah. So what's your basis for filing that application?
So.
Oh, well, let me rephrase. Are you disabled in any way?
I am.
Okay. And who has determined that you have been disabled?
The Surgeon General, when I got my letter saying I'm going through the Medical Evaluation Board.
And what was the finding of your disability?
They ruled it as mental health.
When was the last time you received any form?
Oh man, she temporary. She temporary. So when you go there just for mental health, it's going to be a temporary, permanent. If she does get it, it's going to be a temporary, permanent. No, it's called temporary, permanent status, right? That means every 5 years she has to go back and refile. That's a headache, though. Hell no. When you get that temporary, you don't want that temporary status. You want permanent and total. Once you get permanent and total, you ain't got to go back for no reevaluations. They say, hey, nigga, we know you fucked up. What can we do to make sure your life is easier for you? That's pretty much what it is. And even then, like right now, you can file for Social Security, and the list goes on. A lot of shit you go, and plus, if you're 100% disabled through military service, you get some states you get tax exemption as far as for housing and shit like that. Like right now, where I live in Florida, I don't have to pay any taxes on my property, no property taxes. I'm considered homesteading. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different things that you can pull from when you get that 100% status in certain states. I know Georgia's one, Texas one, Florida's one, Oklahoma's one. There's a lot of states that do it, but there's a lot of states that don't do it as well. So I don't know. That's what people don't understand. There's a lot of benefits to just embracing the suck, right? There's a lot of, if you learn how to embrace the suck out of a lot of shit, you can reap the benefits later in life versus right then and there. Does that make sense, OG?
Say that again, sir.
If you learn how to embrace the suck now, it'll benefit you later in life versus right now.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. That's just any part of life. You think about it. If I know everything gonna hurt me right now, when I get to a point where I want to be, where I feel that I'm set and stable, I can enjoy the benefits of all my hard work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Form of income.
Through the military, I want to say it was in October, and the only reason why I got paid was because if there was an accrued debt. So while I'm still in service, I still have to pay for the SGLI, which is the life insurance. In July, I didn't receive a pay, August or September. So those 3 months, I accrued a debt. So in October, when they did their yearly for the FY, they calculated that, hey, I had a debt. In order to clear that debt, they had to pay me and then restart the process all over again. but not the process for the medical board, but for my drilling for points.
So at this time, you've cleared.
Her problem is she wasn't active duty. Her problem is she's just a fucking basic, simple fucking National Guard. If she was active guard, it'd be different. But since she's National Guard, she only goes twice a month or once a month for 2 weeks or some stupid shit. I don't fucking know. I just went on and just did the real thing instead of this fake shit. I'm not gonna just go once a month if I can get paid for being there for once a month. That's insane. That's dumb. To me, it's just dumb. I'd rather take the money now.
Your debt?
Yes.
So you're not receiving any
She's
income?
a reserves. There we go, reserves.
And do you have any other sources of income besides the military?
No, ma'am.
Are you the head of your household, ma'am?
No.
And how many people live in your household?
So it'll be myself, my husband, and my 3 kids.
Who's the person in your household that's responsible for paying the bills in your house?
My husband.
At this time, do you believe it would be appropriate for the court to calculate child support based on minimum wage guidelines?
No.
Why is that?
Because I really am not receiving any money at the moment.
Ma'am, but you understand you do have another child that doesn't live with you, correct?
Correct.
And at this time, she's in high school.
Yes.
When does she graduate high school?
She's supposed to graduate next year around June timeframe.
And next year, 2025?
Correct.
If I can go ahead and offer State's Exhibit A, which is a updated payment record. There was one attached with the pleading itself. Pursuant to the Texas Family Code, I would like to have that updated payment record offered and admitted into evidence.
I'm going to admit this as State's Exhibit A.
So this is a financial activity report in your case since the beginning of 2015. You understand that?
Yes.
So I'm going to go all the way to direct you to the very last page. So ma'am, at this time, in fact, you don't owe anything. You're not behind in child support. Is that right?
Correct.
In fact, you actually, you are in future pay, $470.87. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You're asking the court to make a finding and confirm that you paid ahead the $470.87 as of January 16, 2024, correct? Judge, I pass this witness.
Okay. Ms. Mitchell, do you have any questions for your client?
Not at this time, Your Honor. I'll call her on direct.
If she's in future payments, I don't understand. What she wants is not to pay nothing because she's not getting paid. That's not how it's supposed to work in Texas. Because I know how many times they use a minimum wage for shit, for judgments all the time. If they can't prove that they're not making no money, I don't care. Fuck, bitch. The minimum wage you can do is you better get your ass out there and work a minimum wage job. What up, Mayo? How you doing, good sir?
What's up, folks? How y'all doing?
All right. Sure. Listen to this bitch fuck herself in the asshole with her Pablo. She's not. Well, she's a reservist.
Oh God. Which one?
The female, whatever her fucking name is, Cortez. She's a reservist.
How the hell is she? Don't meet no wage standard I ever seen. Just saying.
She's almost close to her 20 years, and she much rather take the medical retirement versus the retirement plus the medical retirement.
Oh, of course, the medical retirement's tax free.
Yeah, but you can do both though. You can still get disability, VA disability.
Oh yeah. But if you're not higher ranked, medical retirement goes better.
Yeah, I mean, even if she was E5, it doesn't really fucking matter. She's still gonna get E5 pay. I mean, she'll get E6 pay. So I just don't. She, in the long run, she fucking herself, but she was just a reservist, so she ain't like she really worked.
Yeah,
more
she doesn't
than
have a whole lot
2
of
weeks
points
or
anyway,
1
probably.
week or whatever. Yeah, minimum wage is $7.50. That's what I'm saying. That's why they should motherfucking make sure she pays at least the $7.50, which she's already in future pay. So I don't know why she acting like she behind. This shit is ridiculous. Go ahead, pay the nigga, man.
Okay. Mr. Martinez, do you have any questions you want Ms. Cortez to answer?
Not at this moment, ma'am.
Okay. You may call your next witness, Ms. Villarreal.
Thank you. I'll call Mr. Martinez.
Yes.
And sir, what's your relationship to the child in this suit?
I'm the father.
Who does the child primarily reside with?
With me.
Sir, you heard me question Ms. Cortez regarding the financial activity report. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And at this time, in fact, Ms. Cortez has paid ahead of her current obligation. Is that right?
From what I hear, yes.
Okay. And so you're okay with the judge confirming and finding that Ms. Cortez has paid ahead $470.87 as of January 16, 2024. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And sir, you are aware that Ms. Cortez did gave birth to a child, right?
Yes.
Now, regarding the Ms. Cortez's testimony,
Oh, that's why she's fat. She just gave birth less than 6 months ago. I think it was like a couple weeks ago.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's what she said. But she disabled though, mentally disabled. Mayo. She's going on her pebble because she has mental problems. Nothing else but her mental problems. And she's shooting for 50 or more. But I guess she doesn't realize that she will have to. If she's not permanent total, she's going to have to continue to keep going back to get reevaluated every 5 years. Fuck all that shit.
what do you believe the child support calculation should be based off of?
We can go based off the, minimum wage.
And just to confirm, has Ms. Cortez given you anything directly?
No, ma'am.
For support. Okay. And earlier you agreed that Ms. Cortez would apply for the TRICARE benefit for your daughter. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. You believe that's in the best interest of your daughter?
I think it's a good insurance. It's just the way it works. It has to be closer to the military base, and we are nowhere close to military base. Some places take TRICARE, some other places don't. It's hard to find a place.
But at this time, you understand that Ms. Cortez would have the obligation to enroll the child in the TRICARE program.
Yes.
Judge, you pass this witness.
That's how most people don't understand the TRICARE process is you can have for places that are on base, and they have a whole, God damn it. Not non-group, but what the fuck is it called? Okay, it's not a part of the program, right? So they're outside of the shit. I don't even fucking know.
Outside of network.
Network. There you go. The network. Outside network, you can do that shit. And they take all that. They take it and they still bill them. So I don't know. That's not a problem. She just doesn't know what to fucking do. She's just as dumb as he is because he don't know. He probably had the baby before she even joined the military or joined the services or whatever the fuck.
Dude, I know people been in TRICARE for 20 years and can't figure it out.
Sir, that's a falsity.
What's a falsity?
If I'm correct, I asked you earlier what you was talking about, and you said something about her being retired. Now she got 20 plus years in the Army.
No.
Her daughter is 17.
No. I said she's close. She said she was close to her retirement. Well, you're right. She could have been.
She told him that she got 20 plus years. They asked her what she want to go by. She said 20. But technically, she got more than 21. And then he was like, she asked Mr. Martinez. He ain't really just give no answer. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, whatever she's talking about, he gonna agree with everything that she's saying. So I'm thinking that she got 20 plus years, and she's trying to get her retirement. That's why when you were saying about the sponsor thing, I was like, well, why is it so great? And then when she said it, and then you told me about
you motherfucking get piece of anything.
Okay, continue.
No, you're right. Yeah, I said because she having a sponsor in the military.
I was just saying, that didn't have nothing to do with it. I was just saying that to put you in the frame of the conversation you was having. You continue, bro.
No, I want to hear it.
I already said it.
Oh,
Good.
okay. But I thought she said she's close to her 20 years.
I thought she said she was 20 plus.
No. She said she was close to her 20 years. That's why I said it don't make sense for her not to get her 20 plus get all the disabilities from the VA, but it came out that she was mentally, and I guess she's going. I don't know why she wants to do that. To me, it's just dumb.
Well, they're probably forced chapter her, man.
Oh yeah, she's getting forced chapter, but even then, she's still close to her 20 years. She says I don't know if she says she's 19, 18, close to 20 years. Mean a couple months.
She could fight that and delay it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would do that, but obviously she's not too bright to not know that she can outside of network TRICARE is something that's possible. Especially if your child doesn't live near a fucking military base. That's
it's common, and it also doesn't cost anymore, unlike regular plans.
It's like $12 more, $13 more. That's it. Because I had to switch.
But most plans are not like that.
They're
not that generous.
Yeah, because the one we have, I had to do because we're close to a military base, but we're not close. We're still about 30 miles away. So driving 30 miles just to go to damn doctor, and then not them for them to accept active duty before anyone else is just hit and miss.
Oh yeah, active duty, then retirees, then dependents.
Yeah, it's a hit and miss. So it is what it is.
Any questions for Mr. Martinez?
I do not, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any other witnesses, Ms. Villarreal?
No, Judge.
Ms. Cortez, have you gotten a chance to view Exhibit A Cortez? And Your Honor, may I please share my screen?
You may do so.
So that document is letting me know that I'm going through the medical evaluation board, or that I've been accepted into the medical evaluation board process.
Okay, is this correspondence from the Army?
Correct.
I will admit that as NCP's Exhibit A.
Ms. Cortez, in this communication from the Army, did they find that you were not able to continue your service there in the Army? Is that the reason why you started with this medical board process?
That is correct.
Okay. And I know earlier you testified that they said that there was some mental disability, correct?
Correct.
If you did not have this mental disability, would you continue working with the Army?
Of course.
Okay. And then earlier you testified you had not gotten paid in July, August, September, but that you did get a payment in October.
Correct.
Do you anticipate that you will get any future payments in the next few months to cover any child support that is ordered?
No.
Okay. The medical board process, did they tell you how long that process would take?
Yes.
How long is it going to take?
So it would take 2 years after you have been accepted. So the first year when the paperwork started back in June of 2021. That was the initial. However, because of so many soldiers going through the process, some of us get pushed to the left. So in 22, that's when a civilian, which would be government employee, that reached out to me in July of 2022, and he was telling me that he would keep in contact with me, reach out to me every 3 months. Well, a whole year went by, and he told me that's when he's the one who submitted that letter over to me that was finally accepted. And he said, from here, starting July of this year, which was this past year of 23, it will take you a whole entire year to hear something back, i.e., they either they would already have a percentage ready for you, or they're going to be requesting more medical documents from you. He was like, you also have to keep appointments. He was, I'm going to set you up appointments with the VA. Make sure you keep all your appointments. Don't miss any of your appointments. And then once that 1 year, which will be this year in July, I will know either I have a percentage or I have to submit more paperwork, one or the other, because that's when I hit 2 year mark.
Okay, so from this point, you don't expect to receive any payment at least until July from the Army?
Correct.
Okay. Are you able to get any other type of work during this time?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you have any other type of income that you could use to pay any child support that's ordered?
No.
Okay. And are you asking the court to either lower your child support or just flat out zeroed out at this point until you're able to get a determination?
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I pass the witness to Your Honor.
You just had a baby.
Ms. Villarreal, do you have any questions for Ms. Cortez?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Cortez, you mentioned that you had started the process back in 2021, correct?
Correct.
And so you said that, in your words, you were pushed to the left. Does that mean
Yeah.
you were denied?
No. So it was, my packet got submitted somehow, somewhere. It didn't make it to the right people. So that's what we just say. It just got pushed to the left, kept getting pushed to the left. It finally made it to the right person, which was Mr. Benito Guajardo. And he was the one who reached out to me.
Now, Ms. Cortez, you were still working in 2021, correct?
Yes.
Now, ma'am, you mentioned that you're not able to obtain any work. Why?
Because it actually is going to hurt me at the end. Through
In
the
which
military.
way?
They're going to see that I am
Capable of working.
unfit for work.
There you go.
And
Tell the truth.
it's just put me in a whole bind.
I'm sorry, there's no permanent hold? What does that mean?
No, it put me in a whole bind.
She doesn't even realize that's all
Do you
by
mean through
design.
your application process?
Absolutely. Hold on. Let me get to this. Damn.
Well, let me ask you this. Would working affect your application?
Yes.
In which way?
So I have to be very flexible.
Yes, it will. It will affect her shit.
Because
Yeah,
it shows you have a capability of making income.
there it is. Just like the wifey in Mayo said. Yeah, this shit crazy. This she trying to she. That's why you shouldn't have kids out of wedlock. She might just shut up and continue to pay the shit. Just what she should have did.
Well, and she's fucking herself later.
Yeah.
Because if I was the army, I would show this in her hearing.
Oh, you don't think they're not going to? Shit, you crazy as hell. They gonna do that. They gonna do that for damn sure.
Because she admits she can work, but she doesn't want to because it'll affect the money she gets from the army later.
Absolutely.
That's
They
called
did.
fraud, sir.
What?
And if she's planning on drawing Social Security, that's federal fraud.
That's why I said, and I repeat it, she should have just kept on paying the shit. What the fuck is you like? I don't understand. I don't understand her thought process. That don't to me it doesn't make any sense. Because all you had to do is continue paying and call it a day. This is dumb. This is dumb. This is not a good look.
No.
But she just had a baby, so she said a couple of weeks ago. Maybe she's not thinking properly. I don't know. She should have had a husband on the damn call too.
At the moment, right?
She's remarried
I do have to meet all of my appointments, like I mentioned before. I have an appointment once a week. I have another appointment once every 2 weeks. Then I also have to meet with groups twice a week. Right now, I'm actually this week and next week off postpartum, but I actually start back up again.
Now, Ms. Cortez, let me ask you this. So how long are your appointments?
Well, I've been at them for the past year.
Typically, how long is one appointment?
I'm looking at an hour.
Okay, and how long are your meetings with your groups?
Those are 2 hours.
Okay. So say you said you had one appointment a week, so that's an hour, and then you meet twice with your group.
Hey, Tom.
That's another additional 4 hours. So five out of the whole entire week.
For
Are you
postpartum depression.
I know. I told you it's gonna be temporary. It's not what she thinks it is. Whoever's advising her is fucking stupid as fuck. This, whew, Lord Jesus, this is not a good look for her or her man or whoever it is, because this shit is retarded. Just her ass gonna go to jail.
able to find a
Fraud in the
part-time
government.
job, or even full-time work to get minimum wage?
No, because I also have 2 other kids that I still have to take care of.
Now, Ms. Cortez, your decision to submit this application for medical retired is not an obligation. Is that right?
It is.
Yet you can still retire and receive your benefits without submitting the medical retire application.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Okay. So you would still get your benefits whether you submit the application or not.
Correct. However, I wouldn't be able to file
Objection,
anything
Your
with the
Honor,
VA.
non-responsive after correct.
Sustained. Please just listen closely to the questions and answer what's being asked.
And ma'am, you understand you still have a duty to support your child in this suit, Araceli, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Pass this witness, Judge.
Mr. Martinez, do you have any questions for Ms. Cortez to answer?
No, ma'am, not at this moment.
Ms. Mitchell, do you have any further questions for her?
Yes, Ms. Cortez, why are you seeking benefits, I guess, through this medical board process as opposed to just retiring?
Because then I'll be able to file through the VA and
You are a
actually
fucking idiot.
still be seen through the VA. And I don't have to worry about what they consider double dipping, where if I'm getting paid through the regular retirement and I have to pay that money back. So yeah, it's a
I
mess.
basically want to defraud the government.
Even she's not going to be double. Whoever's advising her is an absolute idiot. Mayo, she wouldn't be considered double dipping.
No, I know.
This is insane. Let my cousin hear.
Unless she was a tech.
Hey, I'm telling you, you need to
If
come
she's
up
a
here. I'll give him a
full-time tech,
whole
then it
class
would.
on this stupid shit on 100%. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if she's a tech, it would. Like if she's a full-time civilian tech at her facility,
Mm-hmm.
that would be considered.
No, it'll be considered double dipping if she's working for the fucking government after. Well, that'll be triple dipping, but that's different.
But she also said the reason she's going med retire is because if she doesn't, she can't be seen at the VA. What?
That's stupid too. That's wrong
What?
too. Yeah, whoever's
No, if she doesn't have wartime service and she doesn't have a rating, she cannot be seen at the VA.
well, she does have wartime service.
No,
when they
it
just
actually
asked
has to
her,
be in theater though.
they just asked her, why are you doing med retirement instead
no,
of just
sir.
retirement? So retired is retired regardless. She can still be seen at the VA.
No, that's not true anymore, Kai.
When did that change?
About 25 years ago.
No.
After Desert Storm.
No. They changed it again since then.
Everybody can be seen, including pre 9/11, everything.
Sir, I'm telling you, it's so different. That's why I don't understand. Listen, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on the VA. I'm not an expert on the VA, but I'm an expert on getting these ratings up to 100% though. Yeah, bitch, I am all broken, bitch. Not just no fucking mental problem, because that, like I said, you want that permanent and total. You don't want that temporary shit. Your ass gotta get reevaluated. So what does she? So she goes to VA. She has to get reevaluated every 5 years, and they decide, oh, instead of 50%, we're gonna drop you down to 10.
Yeah,
you just fucked yourself instead of retiring. That's just dumb. That's absolutely idiotic to me. And I guarantee she got in theater fucking, because if you look at it, everyone gets a global war on terrorism ribbon.
no, but that's not a campaign ribbon.
I know.
That's what's different.
I know.
All
now
right. I can read you the requirements, military service requirements in the VA. Veterans must have served in the active military, naval, or air forces and separated under conditions other than dishonorable. Most veterans who enlisted after September 7th, 1980, or who have entered active duty since October 16th, 1981, must have served 24 continuous months or the full period of which they were called to active duty. This includes current, former members of the Reserve National Guard called out active duty by a federal order.
Uh-huh.
Former reserves and National Guard are eligible for VA care if they have qualifying service-related disabilities.
Well, that is a disability.
That's the key.
Anything and everything is related to me being in the military service, even having kids.
Yeah, but she has to go through the whole VA thing.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And guess what, Tom? Postpartum depression ain't service related.
Well, let them say it. She will.
Hey, read what Zoomer said. She's gonna claim SA for that 100% because it's the new trend. Facts.
I don't doubt that. I mean, but yeah, that's a big misnomer is that every vet can go to the VA.
No, I'm not saying that. I definitely say that. But let's put it honestly. They can go. Now, being active in the VA care service is totally different. You can go there to get everything set up to be seen.
Oh yeah, and you'll be billed just like any other doctor.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there is a lot of help that they will point you in the right direction when you go to VA. Even if you're a fucking homeless vet that these motherfuckers keep saying, there's a lot of homeless out there that don't want to be that are homeless vets. Yeah, take your ass to the VA and see what they can do for you. But if you're
Tom, I'll give you a hint.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those guys aren't actually fucking veterans. They're lying.
You know, I'm just gonna go with what they say.
They bought a piece of uniform gear out of the Goodwill and they grift with it.
Oh, I'm not doubting that either. But my whole thing is, since everyone keeps saying screaming this homeless vet thing, hey, how about you homeless vets? No, use your brain because the VA does help you out, and they'll check and make sure you're able to get the help. If you're not able to get the help, they can point you in the direction for someone that's a civilian to get help as well, that had active duty service. Because just because you're a vet doesn't mean that they don't have active duty service for people that was in the military. They have that as well.
Yeah, have you ever seen? I mean, the stand down events are specifically for homeless vets.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of things that they can help out with a lot of shit. To include, go to your local fucking place and say, "Hey, I'm homeless and I ain't got no money. I ain't got a job. I guarantee they'll give you food stamps and a little bit of cash if you need it." Yep. I ain't gonna say it's a lot.
Do you mind if I? You mind if I put a link in the chat for VA stand down events?
No. Why would I care? I don't care about that shit.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, put it in there.
Mayo, you have access for a reason. Mayo, you have access. No. You have access to in this channel for a reason.
Oh, okay.
Anytime you want to put a link or whatever, it's absolutely fine.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. But yeah, I can only go to the VA because I have three combat service stars.
Yeah.
3 campaign stars. Because like my DD 214 doesn't even have a block for combat service.
Mm-hmm.
My era DD, they stopped that after Vietnam. But now I think they picked it back up.
Yeah, they picked it back up because it's on mine. I know it's on mine.
But the first time I went to the VA, I was in Maine on vacation. And you bring in your DD 214, the guy's like, "Well, you don't have any combat time." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "It's not listed on here." I said, "There's no block for it."
Yeah.
And there was some old retired sergeant major sitting in an office in the back. He goes, "Let me see that." The guy brings it back. He goes, "You fucking idiot. It's got campaign stars."
Well, everyone don't know how to check it. Just because you work in the VA don't mean you know everything.
Oh, and that's one of my problems. Oh, I got a story to tell you about the VA, Tom, that I found out last night. I'm pissed.
Oh, you want to tell in the back? Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you after we're done.
Okay. All right. Let me get this. We got after this one, we have 2 more videos, and those ones are short. So yeah, let's run through this, and then we get done by 3:30. So we got an hour left. We'll try to be done by 3:30.
All right, Your Honor, I pass this witness back.
Does anyone have any further questions for Ms. Cortez?
No, Judge.
Mr. Martinez, you don't have an attorney. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Not at this moment, ma'am.
Judge, we filed this suit for modification and motion to confirm marriage back in June of this year. Ms. Cortez still has an obligation to support this child, Judge. Whether Ms. Cortez wants to submit her application for medical retiree for the benefits, I understand that, but in the end, I don't believe that warrants a downward modification to 0. Judge, if I believe public policy even we want the best interest of the child, Judge. So we do determine guidelines based on minimum wage when someone is not working, but yet have the capability to work. At this time, I don't believe Ms. Cortez has shown that she is incapable of work. I understand mental health, it is a huge issue, Judge, but in the end, we are still talking about a minor child. That child has needs. And I completely understand that Ms. Cortez is also taking care of her family in a different city. And she gave birth 2 weeks ago, a few weeks ago. And at this time, the state is asking that the court consider calculating child support based on minimum wage, and obviously giving Ms. Cortez credit for the additional child that was just born throughout the pendency of this case. Also, the state is also asking the court to make appropriate findings regarding the future pay that Ms. Cortez has made in this case to give her that credit. And with that, Judge, I have nothing further.
So, Your Honor, in this situation where a surgeon has determined that Ms. Cortez is unfit to actually work and has actually received a letter to say that she's not, I guess, medically able
Nobody said she can't work.
do the job that she's been doing. She's not just choosing voluntarily not to work. She's not able to work at this point. And she's not getting paid. And so in this situation, I believe Ms. Cortez.
Ma'am, she wouldn't get paid as a reservist anyway until she did drill. So,
and that's the thing, Tom. She's not doing her drills voluntarily, probably.
Oh, that's her fault, right? So to say she's not getting paid, she won't get paid. That's what I'm saying. She wouldn't get paid any fucking way because she's not at drill.
Yeah.
So,
and nowhere in that said she couldn't work. They just said she wasn't compatible with the military anymore.
Well, no, I guess I don't know what the fuck her letter says, but they got her letter for retirement. So I just think it's stupid. I don't know. I wouldn't voluntarily put a packet in for fucking mentally to getting out because it doesn't benefit you in the long run. Yeah, you'll get out right now, but that every 5 things got to reevaluate. Every 5 years you got to reevaluate. So they can give you a rating at 100, and then 5 years later give you a 10% fucking rating.
Well, and guess what, Tom? She doesn't realize that VA care she's getting is designed to fail her. It is designed for them to say she's okay in the end.
Yeah.
And end the fucking chapter.
Yeah. At the end of the day, they want as many vets off that as possible.
Especially since it's not service related.
Yeah. I think she's doing herself a disservice. That's just me, but that's just my fucking thought process in it. But what do I know? All right, let's continue. Let's get this bitch done over with. She getting on my nerves.
Cortez, this is warranted for a downward mod, at least to 0 at this time until she's able to receive benefits and money to actually pay in order child support amounts. She doesn't have any money to pay. She doesn't have any money to pay going forward after whatever amounts are applied to child support going forward. In the past, she has paid, she has worked. At this point, she can't work. And so she's just asking for it to be modified at this time to 0.
And Mr. Martinez, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I have one question to her lawyer. I'm sorry, I just get nervous. I really don't know how to speak right.
Just say what you're thinking, so there's no right way or wrong way to say anything. Just don't use bad words.
It definitely is the wrong way.
to her lawyer, like she's being provided by the military, or is it coming out of her pocket?
You can ask the question to Miss Cortez.
So my husband actually paid for her.
Okay. My question is because the child support that is being paid right now is a 179 a month, right? Me missing work, I'm losing more money just spending time here than actually what the child support is. So I just want to get this over with. Like if we can just go with the minimum wage evaluation, and then we can go ahead and get this over with.
Okay, first part of this is pretty easy. I'm going to find that Ms. Cortez is in future pay. I believe the number was $470.87 as of January 16th, 2024. So I'm going to make that finding. I'm going to modify with regard to insurance to clarify that the insurance is through TRICARE as opposed to another source. And it's being provided through Ms. Cortez through TRICARE. And this wasn't said, but I'm assuming it's $0. Okay.
No.
No.
Yes. What is it? $275 a month, and that's for the family plan.
Let me back out of making my ruling, and let's get some testimony on that issue.
Ms. Cortez, so how many people are enrolled in the TRICARE program?
So it'd be my husband, myself, my kids right now. The baby will be enrolled in the future, so it'd be 4, and then Chelly.
How much does it cost just for Araceli?
It's a family plan, basically, the $275.
Yeah. Is there an additional cost to add any additional children to that family plan?
No.
It would be, but that's when we add the baby.
Okay. So there is a specific amount for just Araceli.
Yes.
Right. Don't you have to add the baby within like 30 days or something?
Ma'am, it's a set family. It's not. I don't think it's extra for each one. Matter of fact, I know it's not extra for each one because my kids, no matter how many kids I add right now, up to a certain amount, it's not changing. So I don't know what they're talking about. So I don't know. I never seen it add extra. It's only extra from single to family. That's the only thing that's the difference. Because it's like for six. So right now I would pay like $16 a month for just me. But seeing as how I got you all on there, since mine is a retirement plan, it's 40, like 48, 49, something like that.
Yeah,
But
it all depends on
no, but it was still the same. It was
whether you're reserve select, all that.
Yeah. So that it just depends. Even still, it's still not extra for the family portion. I don't think. I mean, I never seen it, but so I can't. You know what? I don't know. I don't know that one. That's a good question.
Well, yeah, it depends on your grade. Group B family members, Group A family members.
Well, Group B is for like extended, like your mom and your dad and shit.
Well, it's also stepchildren.
Well, she ain't got no stepchildren. All her kids are hers.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna find that out now.
Yes.
Out of pocket costs.
What'd you say?
Oh, let me see. For members to add a Group B or TRS family, it's like $62 a month.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It ain't like goddamn $75 a person. So that'll probably be like it was $63 a person.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's all they should do is take that $275 and divide it by 5. I mean.
Yeah. It ain't like it's hard.
It's like a soon add the baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, how much does it cost just for you, ma'am?
The insurance just for me?
Yes.
What do you mean?
How much do you have to pay just for yourself for your enrollment?
For my enrollment, what is it? Yeah.
And Your Honor, I'm going to object to any other person talking to Ms. Cortez or giving her any type of answer to the question.
I'm going to sustain that objection. Ms. Cortez, you're testifying as if you were live in a courtroom. And so you wouldn't be able to turn to people in the courtroom to get answers. So please just answer to the best of your ability. If you need a moment to go get documents to look at, to refresh your recollection, that's fine.
So let's say if it's just me, no family, nobody, just me, I'm looking at paying $75 a month for just myself.
Is there a set cost for you to add your husband, just you and your husband without any children?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So we're looking at 125. Just me and my husband.
How much was it for you and your husband?
125.
And then at this time, you only have 3 children enrolled. Is that right?
Yes.
So it would be around $50 per child.
Yes.
As this witness, Judge.
Ms. Mitchell, do you have anything further?
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
What kind of insurance did you have at the time of the last order, ma'am?
The same one, TRICARE Reserve Select.
Okay. Your last order said it was
Oh.
free,
Yeah,
and I
there
thought
we go.
TRICARE usually was free. Did they change that?
Tom, hate that
No,
TRICARE.
so it only applies for active duty.
Okay.
And at the time when they did the modification, my husband was still considered active duty. So yes, it was under
Married a soldier.
TRICARE.
Stop it.
Just TRICARE Prime. But when he came back from deployment, we switched over again to TRICARE Reserve Select, because while you're in the National Guard or reserves, you're not authorized to have TRICARE Prime. So there's co-pays also with TRICARE Reserve Select.
So again, I'm going to make the finding in my ruling that Ms. Cortez is paid ahead by the $470.87 based on section 154.123 of the Family Code. I'm not even sure this is a variance, but the other factors I can look at when looking at income, I'm not going to find that she's incapable of working, and I am going to set child support at minimum wage. Technically, this does not qualify for a modification because it's not 20% or $100. It sounded like everyone was in agreement, though, to make the small adjustment to account for the new child and the health insurance premium. That would get this child support to $163 a month. So if everyone's in agreement to that, I would set it at $163 each month. This can be reviewed again once the determination comes down, because it sounds like things will change then. Mr. Martinez, are you agreeable to adjusting the support to account for the additional child and the health insurance premium?
Your other children or other people that are living with you, those have nothing to do with your case. That's something you're buying into when you decide to live with the other person. They have their own parent, and that parent needs to support those children. That has nothing to do with this case that we have here today.
Yes, ma'am, I agree to it.
Okay, and Ms. Villarreal?
Yes, Judge, I have no
Isn't that a judge?
Okay.
Yes.
So I will modify the child support to $163.
He reviewing another judge case?
Beginning February 1st of 2024.
I don't know what he's doing.
I'm going
That's
to
crazy.
modify
I've never
the
seen that
insurance
before.
such that Ms. Cortez is providing insurance through TRICARE at a monthly rate of $50 each month for RSLA.
He's
Some
probably
of the additional factors I'm considering. Just to have
chief
some-
judge there. He's probably the chief judge. And I guess he
Or
can
he
stay.
might be a judge that has experience with military stuff.
Yeah.
Because military stuff is completely different than anything you'll find in the civilian world.
Yeah, but he paused it. I don't think he was just reviewing this. He actually paused it to talk. Yeah, he actually paused the video to talk.
Oh, let me see. Let's go back. Let's watch it again. That was interesting. Judge revealed another.
Agreeable to adjusting the support to account for the additional child and the health insurance premium.
Your other children or other people that are living with you, those have nothing to do with your case.
No. That was the person who did this, that added this person in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Case. That's something you're buying into when you decide to live with the other person. They have their own parent, and that parent needs to support those children. That has nothing to do with this case that we have here today.
Yes, ma'am, I agree to it.
Okay, and Ms. Villarreal?
Yes, Judge, I have no objection to that.
Okay, so I will modify the child support to $163 a month, beginning February 1st of 2024. I'm going to modify the insurance such that Ms. Cortez is providing insurance through TRICARE at a monthly rate of $50 each month for RSLA. And some of the additional factors I'm considering, just to have this on the record, the age and needs of the child, financial resources available for the support of the child, whether the obligor or obligee has an automobile, housing, or other benefits furnished by another person. Those are the primary visions I'm relying on. The Attorney General's office is going to draft the order based on my ruling today, and they'll send it to y'all through DocuSign to review and to sign up on.
Thank you, Judge. The only other thing, Judge, that I didn't mention, if the judge could just make a ruling, is the court costs associated to filing the suit.
I'm going to waive the court costs.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. May the parties be excused to their breakout rooms, Judge.
Yes, everyone can be excused to your breakout rooms. And thank you all.
It's going to hurt you. So I don't see anything unreasonable.
How is it? What do you mean specifically, like hurting me? Like,
because if we don't have wage information, we set it at minimum wage, $7.25 an hour.
No, ma'am, he's an oil field worker. He works for his uncle.
That's why we're trying to get the information. It's going to hurt you because we're going to set it at minimum wage.
No, a mí no me, a mí ya no le conviene eso.
Then there's your answer.
Shut up. So that was an interesting one. There's a lot of twists and turns in that one. That one was, I would say, he floated in the combo out of nowhere. Yeah, he did. That was a good
I just can't believe she got on and literally said she was not working because she couldn't, that she was not working because of future benefits. Of the effect of future benefits.
That is it. I don't even think they can actually even rule on future shit. I don't know how that's possible. That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, no, if they, she's got a mental illness, right?
Mm-hmm.
If she gets a job now, that proves that she can still work.
Yeah, I got that part. I didn't miss that one.
Yeah.
But my thing was, how the fuck can you make a ruling on something that is not now? You know what I'm saying? They always say we can't rule on future shit.
Yeah.
Especially because we're not living in the future. You may be dead in the future. How the fuck we gonna rule on something that you may be dead in? And it makes sense. And they said that plenty of times before. That's why I understood that why she didn't find it at woman's favor, because she can work.
Yeah.
Bitch, you can work. Stop playing with him.
Yeah.
But this one, what are we watching? Which one was this? Okay, mom hasn't paid child support in years, and her last check bounced. If you haven't noticed, the theme is all about bad mothers today. just throwing it out there. Men got to get a W every now and again.
That's correct, and that check bounced.
This is a date and time set for front of the court show cause hearing with regard to child support.
The matter of Jason Ravilla versus Shayna Kraus, file number 2015-11971 DC. Ms. Kraus appeared at a show cause hearing on November 16th, 2023, and at that hearing, she requested court-appointed counsel, so the matter was adjourned, and Counselor Matthew Connolly was assigned. The most recent order regarding child support in this matter is the party's order for custody, support, and parenting time that was entered in June of 2015 and requires $240 a month for one child. Most recent payments made were in October of 2021. That payment was $1,796. Currently, there is a balance owing of $8,645.75. That balance includes $1,796 that was paid in October of 2021 as that failed to clear, so that now is in a recovery account that Ms. Kraus owes money on, and the amount that's owed to Mr. Ravilla is $6,720.75. I can pull the payment history up for the court's review.
Well, she hasn't paid anything since October 21, right?
That's correct, and that check bounced.
Okay. So, Mr. Conley, anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. I asked her, essentially what her employment status was. She's unemployed. She's seeking disability as an appointment.
Just a second, Ms. Kraus, I'm gonna have to put you on mute here because I can't hear Mr. Conley. There's a child in the background.
I hate when they don't
I
show
couldn't
the
hear what you
people.
said, Mr. Conley.
All right, no problem. So again, the question I had for her was what her employment status was. She's unemployed currently, and she has for years. She has an appointment coming up on January the 16th to address potentially getting her disability benefits with Social Security. She's also just had an appointment with her treating physician, has made a referral for psychiatric treatment for her, for an evaluation and treatment to try and deal with some of her issues that apparently all stem from a closed head injury she had when she was younger. So that's the only progress she's making here, is attempting to address the disability issue, which probably should have been done years ago, it sounds like, but at least she has an appointment coming up here next month. And again, a psychiatric referral to follow up on as well. So obviously I advised her to make sure those are priority one, to make both of those. And she's currently doesn't have a home of her own. She's just relying on the generosity of friends and people who are letting her basically couch surf or crash at their various residences. So unfortunately, things aren't going really well for her at the moment, but looks like these two appointments might be steps in the right direction.
Did you provide you with any of that paperwork?
She did not, Your Honor.
So here's what I'll do, Ms. Kraus. Any paperwork that you have, you need to provide that to Mr. Conley because, and to the court, or he knows how to file through the court. But I'll give you 60 days to just some proof of that. Otherwise, there's not much I can do here. We haven't had payments in 2 years. What I'm saying is if it's an appropriate finding for me to find that you don't have the ability to pay, I'm absolutely willing to do that. We just need to have the document. So during this out 60 days, normally I would discharge counsel, but I'm not going to in this case because I really like to see this paperwork come in and hopefully she can help you out. I don't know if she has a phone where she can reach out to you, anything like that. But if we can get that paperwork in, we can talk about other arrangements. But if we're back in 60 days and it's still maybe sometime going to work on this, I don't think much else I can do about it. But like I said, I'm not opposed to making a finding that she doesn't have the ability to pay, just looking for some proof. So hopefully, Ms. Kraus, you can hear that's what we're looking for. And if you provide that and your caseworker has it, who knows if we even need a hearing. But we will need some documentation on what steps you're taking. I agree. Those are positive steps for services you may need, as it sounds. But unfortunately, we're here on a child support order. So there's nothing I can do other than be more than willing to understand and appreciate your circumstances. So that's how I want to handle it. So we'll see you in 60 days. Hopefully everything's we're at least seeing some proof that we're on track to those statements. And not that I don't believe Mr. Conley, but that we've got something in our file to corroborate it. So Ms. Kraus, you're all set. And then Mr. Conley, if you'd hang on because you have another case and we're going to handle it while you're here.
In front of the court, what is the status of this matter?
The plaintiff has a support obligation of $60 and a balance of $351. The last payment was received in January of this year in the amount of $100. I had phone contact with the plaintiff on April 4th, and she promised to make a payment by the end of that month. And if she was unable to, she was to contact the office. There's been no payment.
Thank you. Mr. Varga, anything you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client's had the child in question since January of 2024. Apparently, she did not file the appropriate paperwork indicating to the front of the court that she had physical possession of the child or physical custody, I should say, of the child. That paperwork will be filed and we'll be asking for the court's consideration for a payback to Ms. Dotson for the money she's expended for the child support since January 2024. There's also going to be a change of custody filed, Your Honor, to give legitimization to the fact that custody has changed.
No active motion at this time filed. Is that correct, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor. That's my understanding.
I would consider maybe doing an abatement at this time, if you're okay with me putting your client under oath and then just confirming that she is the one having custody at this time.
Yes,
still
Your
have to
Honor.
file a motion. You could abate it. Any issue with that?
I'm fine with that, Your Honor.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right, so Ms. Dotson, you have one minor child in this case, is that correct?
Yes, I have. Well, in this case, yes.
Correct. And what is the current situation then with who that child is spending time with?
My daughter has been with me since January, and she's had no contact with her father other than messaging for the past 3 months.
All right, so not spending any overnights with dad, is that what you're saying?
She has not spent any overtime nights with him at all since January, but she has spoken with him, and then she just started seeing him. She saw him twice since Father's Day.
All right, and were those just short visits or were those overnight visits?
Nope, those are short visits. He came to where we were at and seen her for a little bit, ended up taking her down the road to his soon-to-be in-laws, and then brought her back.
Is there any plan for some overnight visits in the future, or what's the schedule looking like moving forward?
there is no schedule for any overnights at this time.
Based on that information, I would recommend an abatement at this time since the child is residing with Ms. Dotson. And then we'll address the future following the motions that they're going to file. From the court, any questions regarding that?
No.
Mr. Varga, any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
So, the abatement's not going to go back in time, so there's still the amount that is owed. Any motion can only go back to dates that it was filed. So that back amount is going to be owed, but there's not going to be anything new, any new amounts going forward until we address, either until he objects to the abatement or a motion is filed. So, ma'am, you still need to make the payments. It's not going to continue to go up at this time, but also in the future, if there is a change in custody, then obviously the support might change around also. But that's kind of the current status of where we're at. We'll know more once those motions are filed. All right, anything additional?
All right, I didn't understand that one. That was absolutely stupid. Okay. All right, that was a waste. Okay. Yeah, okay, well, all right. Well, we're going to end on Mayo's favorite thing. We got two sovereign citizens. Well, sovereigns.
Oh, nice.
We have return guests again, returning guests as always, and probably return of stupidity again. So, without further ado, here we go. The win for Mayo.
State of Michigan versus Eric Martin, case number 23-00425. Wait, definitely for the people.
Citizens Public Defender Sandra White as standby counsel.
Thank you.
So can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right.
One moment, please. All right, we're here for a final settlement conference today. And where are we with this matter, please?
Your Honor, I believe that we were previously ready to proceed actually directly to jury selection, but I think that it may have been set for final settlement. Mr. Martin had some other matters in some other courts, and I don't know if he missed a date or something in there that had it set.
I'm not sure how it got put on for final settlement conference. It was supposed to go directly to jury selection, but we're here. Mr. Martin, you're still requesting a jury trial in this matter, sir?
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. We already have it scheduled for jury selection on August 9th at 8:30 a.m.
8:30 right now. Something new I'm going to say is I'm going to demand appointment of counsel, even though I know you already had them in standby. I always was refusing them, but since it's being fraudulently assumed I'm the defendant anyways, along with all the other fraudulent presumptions, I'm going to go ahead and take the lawyer. But again, I'm not agreeing to no fraudulent presumptions that may normally attach to that, such as I'm a defendant, I'm a ward of the court, etc., etc. I can go on, but under canon law 3228, for example,
oh my God.
etc. But so yeah, I want to make that clear on that. And also there's a pre-trial.
This man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: you can hate this motherfucker or not, but he go to majority of all his court cases. I ain't gonna say all of them. I'm gonna say majority. He go to majority of them. We've been watching this same dude for 3 years now. Well, 3 years. It's been about at least 2 and some change.
Yeah, he's a professional delayer.
Absolutely. Yeah, he might still be talking about the bike still. He ain't got his bike back yet. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I think this has been delayed probably about 2 years about this bike. Because it's not even about him driving it is of him driving without a driver's license or whatever, riding his bike without a driver's license, because it's the motorbike. So I don't know. It was during non-commerce. And Miss McDuffie love fucking
I
that
was just
shit.
gonna say that. Look at her face. As soon as he said that, look at her face.
She slapped him down like 3 times already.
She's like, here we go.
She's way better than that other bitch. Ritter, that dumb whore.
demands to dismiss I made that haven't been ruled on yet. They should, because they're, pre-trial, they're matters of law. So they should be ruled on before trial. And,
Lord have mercy.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I wasn't trying to interrupt, but I just wanted to thank Mr. Martin for that update and to say that his counsel, he's now requesting, if the court chooses to appoint them formally to this case, will be probably happy to assist with all those things, because we have to do jury selection, instructions, and I was going to ask how I needed to communicate about it.
And with respect to any pretrial matters, this court did make a ruling on the record, and I have a written, I wrote it down in my notes here as to each ruling I made on each of the issues. So that has been addressed. If you are expecting counsel to be appointed, sir, at this point in time, then I will do that. And after that point, you will no longer be able to speak on your own behalf. You understand that?
no, I do not understand. I do not agree with it. That is totally violation of my due process rights. I object to that. Regardless of what the council may say, I still have the Constitution right to say what I want to say. It's a First Amendment right. So if you're going to say I must accept counsel, in order, and must violate, with the condition that I must violate my own Constitution right to speak when I want to and have a right to speak, then I'm not accepting it. But
do these motherfuckers believe in the Constitution or not? I'm so goddamn confused.
Are you going to tell me? Are you still going to stick with that or what?
On what I said.
I don't understand this.
Well, I'm gonna forget. Then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna change my mind on that. Then if I'm gonna violate my own Constitution right to speak,
motherfucker, you're not a part of the
As
United
you go through
States.
the jury selection process and any of
Oh,
these
this is crazy.
processes, you will be held to the same standard as any other attorney in a case, because that is what the law and the court rules require. So if you're in violation of those rules, sir, then what is going to happen is you will be held in contempt of court like any other individual would if you are not, in fact, following the rules of court. Do you understand, sir?
objection. That violates the Supreme Court case law.
Objection,
Your Honor. But I have read it before years ago that non-official attorneys are not to be held to the same standards as attorneys.
Wait a minute,
Mr. Martin, that is not the law again, and I have told you what is going to happen. So I will see you here on August 9th.
You made that shit up.
At 8:30 a.m., prepared to go to trial. See you then. Have a good day.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I do just have one quick question. He can be going. But I just need to ask the court, because we have to submit the jury instructions and et cetera. I don't have email contact information from Mr. Martin. I don't know if he uses email. So I can submit that to the court, and I guess
he has standby counsel. So submit it to counsel.
Will do.
Bond is continued.
Well, that was easy.
Your name?
This motherfucker say
I'm sorry,
can't hold
you. Your name.
He said,
Oh, no.
2 weeks tomorrow, Tyreek got day.
Let me pause real quick. Go ahead.
Nigga said, if I fuck up, you cannot hold me from fucking up. I'm not a lawyer, even though I want to represent myself.
Of course you can't hold. That's why they have those fucking rules.
Oh, okay.
Either you're gonna accept it or not.
This dude is crazy.
What is the Kohlberger? What is that? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
That murdered the
people,
the college kids.
Oh,
and he was a highly educated. Blah 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 blah. I think it was forensic. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, with the knife.
Trial must be coming. Yeah, and left what 2 alive?
Yeah, I don't cover
house.
that stuff. That's that shit that LA
LA
cover.
is probably gonna do it.
I ain't covering that shit. Fuck that. I'm tired of these court cases.
He's tired of court cases.
No, he's tired of the people.
These motherfuckers is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never finished up the last one, so you got to go back and make a video about that.
I definitely finished it up, sir.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't give it. You
He's
told
finished
us
for him.
Yeah,
He's finished for him.
I was done.
You told us what it was, but you never showed us the ruling of the court.
Pay him, and maybe he will.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
I give you $3.
Well, I give you $3 worth of content.
Go watch it yourself. Here's the link.
Don't blink. Don't blink.
But I was interested in your take on what they said. I really was, because we already had a bill. I already said they were. Matter of fact, who owed me some money? Someone owed me some money.
Mayor
owed me some money because I told you he was gonna get off. I was the only one standing firm that he was not getting convicted.
Yeah, you said it from the beginning.
I know.
Yeah, you said it from the beginning.
All right, let's continue with this.
No, I said he probably wasn't going to get convicted because they didn't have enough evidence on him.
But that was way after after y'all continuously with the trial. I said it from the get go. Nigga ain't getting convicted because the nigga didn't do shit wrong.
Well, he did something
Butterfly
wrong.
Jones.
Well, yeah, he did, but that's another story.
What did he do wrong?
He didn't do that wrong.
Yeah, niggas out there stealing. That's what he was doing.
Hey, we ain't got proof that he was stealing.
I mean, besides him admitting that he was stealing.
Hey, just
Sir,
because
he admitted in the court of law he was doing too much.
Hey, just because you steal shit don't make you a thief, okay?
You know what?
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, that just means you borrow it for a couple of minutes and you might give it back. Yeah, he didn't get an opportunity to bring it back, so he was just borrowing it. All right, let's finish this last little bit of this one, and then we done for the day until we come back at 8:00.
Okay. All right. What are we doing in this case?
Oh, I'm still waiting for the hearing for the jurisdiction hearing.
Oh my
put in
God.
for what? The jurisdiction hearing.
Oh, he back.
Put in a motion for a dismissal for lack of jurisdiction.
When did you put that motion in?
It's been, I'm not sure when it was
Did you
filed.
file a written motion?
Yes. I didn't get a receipt or anything. They said they filed it, and
That what they said? They filed.
At some time.
Has the people received a copy of a motion regarding jurisdiction?
No, in May.
See, niggas just be lying.
So I ain't getting no paperwork. They just told me it was cool.
Hey, this nigga got a perm? This nigga got a perm? I don't know. This nigga like he got a perm.
The last time a different prosecutor and your
I know,
honor
he
and
got
everybody else was
raped.
here, there was conversation on the record about the defendant having filed a motion. We're still waiting for the defendant.
Competency. I don't have a competency report.
There's a quote we'd like to quote, Your Honor, in our files. And the quote is about how we will not be addressing this until the competency report is back.
Thank you.
And I would have to go through his counsel.
And the other thing, okay, so that you, counsel, I will give you an opportunity to look at it. 'Cause I don't know
on
what
the
to make of it.
that was in the car.
He sent something to the court. Like an attempted to draw a check on the back of a birth certificate. And then some notice of adequate assurance for performance and settlement. Whatever.
No, he did not say this is his bond insurance, nigga. Yeah, that shit's stupid as that. Oh my God, nigga. He put a check on the back of his birth certificate. Nigga, stop. Stop. What?
Where do you find these cats at, cuz?
Yo, Otis, I done told you to bring your pussy ass up. I be calling these niggas out when I'm on other people's pages. Yo, you gotta come explain this dumb nigga right here. Maybe he didn't get your course, nigga. Otis, maybe he didn't get your motherfucking course. This nigga right here, hey, he in Michigan. He ain't that far from you. Dog, you need to get this nigga. Matter of fact, oh, they know who Otis is. They know who Otis is. Otis, you need to look at this shit, dog, and get back with me, cause my man need a course, dog. He need a crash course on stupidity. With Otis, nigga. Listen, I'm telling you, hold on. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. All right, let's continue. God almighty.
So we will give counsel an opportunity to look at that. I will adjourn this matter out for competency. I was giving what date? October. Talk to you.
October 20th.
They said that the competency hearing was on the 25th. I wasn't given any other information after
Say
that.
it again.
And I tried to ask him at the last hearing, he said it'll be coming in the mail.
And October 24th, 2024, 9 a.m. If we get a report prior to then I'll move the date up. Thank you. Thank you. Council, we will let you look at that. Maybe we can, what we'll do is we'll just make copies of it. Thank you. Send it to you. So what has happened is. Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Michael Jewell.
Jesus.
Christy Burdick from the Attorney General's office, Your Honor.
Gee, that was quick. He just be lying.
He just
Nigga.
he tired of him.
Oh yeah, of course. I would be tired of that nigga too. Gee, the motherfucker never motherfucker. Listen, this shit could have been over with goddamn 3 months ago. 3 months. And know what they should do? They should start charging these motherfucker exuberant amount of court costs. And they'll stop it. They'll stop with the dumb shit. They'll fucking have the case. Every time they go in there, they should have to pay fucking at least $1,000 in court costs. This shit is crazy. Nah, they listen. I'm with Mayo. These motherfuckers should be charged with malicious prosecution of the fucking courts, nigga. No, illegal. What is it? What can we charge these motherfuckers?
Delay of legal
Process?
Yeah.
Something like that. Damn, man, this shit is ridiculous. The girl with the hand got done wrong. Okay, that was. And listen, hey, that's all I have for today. We're gonna be back again. I'm gonna say at 8:00 because I gotta get some work done, and then we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do. And we're gonna go. Well, shit, 7:00. 7:00 we'll be back, and then we'll get into movies by 8:00. So I'm trying to do 2 movies tonight. Yeah, 2 movies tonight. We can do that. Other than that, guy, illegal filing, yeah, that's good too. Illegal filing, yeah, malicious filing. That's what we should do. Yeah. Fucking with the court system right now. Thank y'all for coming out. This was fun. We'll see y'all later on today, 7:00. We out of here. Peace.